just want to make sure everything is set up. Pull up my iPad.
Alright,
so
I
can
just want to
see
make
chat.
sure everything is set up.
had
Pull up my iPad so I can
A
see
rough
chat.
couple of weeks.
I've had a rough couple of weeks.
Super busy trying to film, especially when you've got.
Been super busy trying to film, especially when you've got multiple looks that you're doing for a video and you're using multiple different products. So far I've got 18 palettes filmed with so far for the fall palettes video. How many more I got on the page? I got someone on my list that I know I've done looks with, so I guess I ought to mark someone on my list that I know I've done looks with, so I guess I ought to mark those off. Looks like I have 28 palettes total. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 palettes left. 10 if I count a new one. Looks like I have 28 palettes total. So I've got 1, 2, 3, instead of doing 6 palettes, 6, 7, 8, 9
normally do,
palettes
and it's funny.
left.
I find that
10
more
if I
YouTubers
count
are
a new
doing
one I
the two
have.
looks
At a time now,
when I've been doing it
so
for
I could
a while,
probably split them up a little bit
years.
differently
I do
instead of
one eye
doing
with
6
one look and
palettes
one
and
eye
6
with another
looks, because
look
I've been
to show
doing, you know, one
palette
look on each eye like I
diversity. And
normally do.
now
And it's funny,
I'm
I
finding,
find
like,
that
Pop Lux
more
is doing
YouTubers
two
are
looks. Somebody
doing
told
the
me
2
that Annette
looks
from Annette Makeup Corner was
um,
doing
at
two
a time
different
now,
looks,
when I've been doing it for
like I
a
usually
while, like
do, and I
years.
was like, well, that's
I do
kinda
one eye with
interesting.
one look and one eye with another
Didn't
look
know
to show
that.
palette diversity, and now all of a sudden I'm finding like Pop Lux is doing 2 different looks. Somebody told me that Annette from Annette Makeup Corner was doing 2 different looks, like I usually do, and I was like, well, that's kind of interesting. Didn't know that. Trying to find my live stream on my iPad, that way I can see.
I'm probably going to be
chat
doing some
if
gameplay
anybody
here
does
in a
come
minute.
in.
That's why I'm using
So there's 2 people are
the
watching.
Streamlabs thing that I usually use when I game. So I have that open. I have not loaded the game yet. I wanted to make
Where
sure
to start?
that
I'm probably going to be doing some gameplay here in a minute. That's why I'm using
things
the
were working on my
Streamlabs
end
thing that I
perfectly, like normal, like it normally does. Oh, it sounds
usually
like
use when I game. So I have that open. I have not loaded the
and
game
there
yet.
is a space heater on the floor set up
I
in
wanted
front
to
of the
make
dog's
sure
bed
that
will come on and off. It's got a thermostat in it. I mean, we have the heat on.
things were
It
working
is
on my
frapping
end
cold
perfectly,
here in Florida.
like
It got
normal,
down
like
to
it normally does.
36
Oh, it's now it says I have
degrees
3
last
people in
night.
chat.
Let me look and see what temperature it's at right now.
And
Because
there is a space heater on the
burnt.
floor
And
set up in
we're
front of the
doing
dog's
PJs
bed
and
that
coffee today.
will come
I
on
was
and off.
drinking tea
It's
when I
got a
first got
thermostat
up.
in it.
It's 54
I mean, we
right
have the
now.
heat
I
on.
don't know if
It
you
is
can see
frapping cold here in Florida. It got down to
phone.
36 degrees last night. Let me look and see what temperature it's at
There you
right
go.
now.
Now you can see
Because
it's 54
burnt.
degrees here in
And
Florida right now.
we're doing PJs and
And
coffee
one of my
today.
friends who
I was
lives
drinking
the next
tea when I
town
first
over
got
from
up.
me
It's
posted
54 right
it
now.
was like
I don't know if you can
35 or
see
34 in the
my
next town
phone.
over, and it was colder than it was in New York.
There you
She
go.
put up a
Now you can see
screenshot
it.
from the
It's
weather
54
channel
degrees
of
here in Florida right now.
Sorrento versus
And
New York
one of my
City,
friends
and
who
it was
lives the next
colder
town
in
over
Florida
from me
than it was in
posted
New York.
it was
And I
like
blame Jason for this
35 or
shit now
34 in
I had
the
a
next
post
town
that I
over,
shared on Facebook
and
yesterday.
it was colder
and I
than it
tagged
was in
him
New York
and
because she put
Amanda
up a
in it.
screenshot from the Weather Channel
See if I
of
can find it.
Sorrento versus New York City, and it was colder in Florida than it was in New York. And I blame Jason for this shit now because
Post.
I
Okay,
had
it
a
says,
post
"To
that
all
I
my
shared on
northern
Facebook
friends, your
yesterday,
weather is down here,
and I tagged
in my
him
yard,
and
drunk.
Amanda in it.
I'm gonna need you to come down
Let's see
here
if I
and
can
get it.
find it.
There's the post. And Jason and Amanda both put like laughing emojis on it. I said,
Post.
Jason, did you do
it says
I
to
thought
all
it
my
was
northern
Amanda.
friends, your
She
weather
said, "You
is
can keep
down
it."
here
LOL. Jason
in
then
my
says,
yard drunk.
Yep, all yours.
I'm gonna
I said,
need
"Fuck
you to
both
come
y'all.
down
This
here and
shit's
get
fucking
it."
cold. It's in the
There's the
30s tonight,
post.
for fuck's sake. I didn't order this shit. I
And
want my Florida
Jason
weather
and
back.
Amanda both put like laughing emojis on it.
I think
I
every
said,
Floridian
Jason, did you
right
do it?
now
I
is
thought it was
going,
Amanda.
Where'd all
She
this
said,
Yankee
you can
weather
keep it,
come from?
LOL.
This
Jason
stuff
then
is
says,
cold. We don't want it.
yep, all yours. I said, fuck both of y'all. This shit's
fuzzy,
fucking cold. It's in the 30s
long-sleeve
tonight,
pajamas
for fuck's
on,
sake.
matching
I didn't order this shit.
pants,
I want my Florida
I'm wearing
weather back.
slippers. And I put my
And
socks over the
I think
pants
every
to keep warm.
Floridian right now
And
is
when I
going,
went to bed,
where'd all this
last
Yankee
night-
weather come from? This stuff is cold because
Tina,
we don't want it.
Instead of
I
like,
have
taking
fuzzy
my pants off,
long
'cause I
sleeve
usually
pajamas
sleep in, like, a
on,
night shirt,
matching
or
pants,
a nightgown
and
or something. And
I'm
if I
wearing
have pants or
slippers.
shorts
And I
on,
put my
usually take
socks
them off from
over the
floor.
pants to
Oh,
keep the
buddy,
warm
no,
in.
I did not last night.
And
My
when I
happy
went to
ass got into
bed
bed wearing
last night,
all of it. Only thing I
Hey,
left on the
Tina,
floor was my slippers.
instead of like taking my pants off, because
so,
I usually
yeah.
sleep in like a
My
nightshirt
little
or
Floridian
a
ass is
nightgown
down
or
here
something,
freezing.
and
I
if
got
I
a
have
shower,
pants
I
or
washed
shorts
my
on, I
hair, I got
usually
a
take them
shower,
off, throw them on the floor.
and I'm standing there
Oh,
in the
buddy,
hotel
no,
room
I
with
did
my
not
hair
last
like-
night. My happy ass got into bed
Well,
wearing
it'll be the
all
first
of
time
it.
in, like,
Only
10
thing I
months
left
that
on the
actually
floor
used
was my
blow dryer.
slippers.
Let's see if this thing still works.
So yeah,
Standing there in the
my
bathroom,
little
blow drying
Floridian
my hair.
ass is down here freezing. I got a shower and washed my hair. I got out of the shower, and I'm standing there in the bathroom towel drying my hair. I'm like,
I just saw the big horse trailer.
well, it'll be the first time in like 10 months that I've actually used my blow dryer. Let's see if this thing still works. I'm standing there in the bathroom blow drying my hair, and I'm like,
I have some
oh, that
exciting
feels nice.
news.
Oh, that feels nice.
I've
the
had a
neighbors
lot
taking
of
the horses
like,
out. I
for
just saw
me,
the horse
personally,
trailer
big
go out.
things happen.
Must be going away for the weekend.
We
Or the-
had some
well,
issues.
no, it's Tuesday,
in
not the
our,
weekend.
Like, family
I
life
am
stuff.
so
My dad
like
basically
I've got
got
so much
screwed
stuff
over by
going
a
on.
company,
I
and
have some
spent
exciting
most of
news.
last week, well, the week
I've had a
before
lot of
Thanksgiving,
like
part of Thanksgiving
for me
trying to
personally,
fix
big things happen.
so I'm surprised I still have hair
We
left on my
had
head.
some
It's
issues
taken me this
in our
long
like
to calm
family
down
life
enough
stuff.
from
My
what
dad
happened
basically
to
got
be
screwed
able to
over
talk
by
about
a
it.
company,
gonna
and
go
I spent
live, like, last
most of
week
last
and
week,
decided better of it
well, the week
because I
before
was still
Thanksgiving
very
and
angry
part of Thanksgiving
and
week trying to fix
pretty
it.
volatile about everything that was going on.
So I'm surprised I still have hair left on my head.
very,
It's taken
very
me this
upsetting.
long to calm down
Very
enough
upsetting.
from what happened to be able to talk
so
about it.
where
I
do
was
you
going to
wanna
go
start?
live like
Good
last
stuff,
week and decided better of it
crazy,
because I was
rip
still
your hair
very
out
angry
stuff,
and
life stuff,
pretty volatile
I
about
mean,
everything that was
I don't know, I
going
just got
on.
my hair time, I'll leave it there now. And my hair is actually
very,
I
very
blowed it
upsetting.
dry, and when I woke up this
Very
morning, it was, like,
upsetting.
completely straight, so
Um,
I threw in some
So
even
where do you want to
NYC
start?
Magic to
Good
keep it from
stuff,
frizzing up. 'Cause it was like,
crazy rip your hair
'cause
out
this is
stuff,
fuzzy. Every time
life
my hair
stuff.
would touch it, it would go
I mean,
in like
I don't know why I just grabbed my hair tie. I'm leaving my hair down. And my
So-
hair is actually, I blowed it dry, and when I woke up this morning, it was like completely straight. So I
Probably
threw
talking
in
really
some even NYC main magic to keep it from frizzing up. Because it was like, because this is fuzzy. Every time my hair would touch it, it would go in like static electricity.
So I did a
So-
pop-out chat for YouTube, but that's not.
I'm probably
It's
talking
not
really quick.
showing up
Probably ought to just load the
on
game.
my software, so it is what it is.
And my
But I have
stream
my
chat
iPad here, so
on
I can see
the
chat
program
and
that
see
I
what's
use
going
isn't
on.
working. So I did a pop-out chat for YouTube,
There's
but
just
that's
so
not.
much going on.
It's not
Oh,
showing.
and I am having
up
a sale on my website right now
on my
orders
software,
over
so
$30.
it is what it is.
The code
But I have
is
my iPad
holiday.
here so I can see chat and see what's going on.
Website, since I have that still open.
There's
I
just
closed a lot
so
of the
much
other
going
stuff on my
on.
computer, so it wasn't like competing.
Oh, and
for
I am
memory.
having a
Ooh, I
sale
have
on my
5
website right now
Okay,
on
so I'm
orders
just gonna
over
copy the code
$30.
and
The code is
everything.
holiday.
Oh, wait.
Trying to pull it up on my website since I have that still open. I closed a lot of the other stuff on my computer, so it wasn't like competing for memory. Ooh, I have 5 people here.
Okay, website
Okay,
is
so I'm just gonna copy the code and everything. No,
if I
no,
type it
go away.
correctly. And then the code.
Okay, website is. Help if I typed it correctly.
And just
then
an
the
update, I
code.
have been trying to be really consistent with Patreon lately, where
Well, hey, do what you gotta do.
Hopefully the writer stays safe.
And just an update, I have been trying to be really consistent with Patreon lately, where...
But anyways, the Patreon,
well, hey, do what you gotta do.
My friend Ken ended up canceling his
hopefully the writer stays
on there, which
safe.
Is fine. I mean, he's got a new girlfriend and
That's
everything, so
a good
I wasn't
situation.
expecting him to support me like on Patreon forever. Plus, I mean, he's not really into makeup.
But anyways, the
I know
Patreon, my friend Ken ended up canceling his support on there, which is fine. I mean, he's got a new girlfriend and everything, so I wasn't expecting him to support me like on Patreon forever. Plus, I mean, he's not really into makeup. I know he's worn his fair share of eyeliner in the years that I've known him, but it really isn't something he's interested in, and he did it for a while to help me out, and right now he's looking at buying like a motorhome or something like that so that he can travel. So I understand why he canceled, but when I do makeup looks and stuff, I've been putting like all of the pictures that I take on Patreon so that people that are on there that are subscribed as patrons check video resolution. Current resolution is not optimal. What?
I always forget that's you, Nadine.
Well, that's what my resolution's set at.
Send me a message on Facebook if you need to. I mean, maybe I can help with whatever research that they're doing. So,
I always forget that's you, Nadine.
Well, you know me. You talk to me regularly, and you see all my Facebook stuff.
Send me a message on Facebook if you need to. I mean,
there's a few things
maybe I can help with whatever research that they're doing.
A lot of the stuff that I planned on talking about in today's live
stream
was not something that I've talked about on Facebook. One of the incidents just happened
you know
last
me.
night,
You talk to me regularly, and you see all my Facebook
it's
stuff.
One of those things that,
what do you want me to talk about? Because there's a few things
it's new,
I've mentioned on Facebook, but a lot of the stuff that I planned on talking about in today's live stream was not something that I've talked about on Facebook. One of the incidents just happened last night, so it's one of those things that it's new, so nobody's. I haven't really told anybody about it except for Amanda.
An indie brand that I follow that I own the majority of their products.
All right, let me get my game loading.
I had spoken with her
that'll
a
be
while
one less
back
thing
about
I can
a
worry
custom
about.
jewelry piece.
So. Good news first,
I
I guess. I'll start off with one of the things. An indie brand that I follow that I own the majority of their products.
Something
I had spoken with her a while back about a custom jewelry piece, and I know when I do the unboxing and stuff, I'll discuss it in the first impression unboxing kind of thing. But she wanted something custom because the item that she had like years past either broke or got lost or something like that. So she asked if we could make something specific, and I said yes. Let me find out length and measurements and chain designs and things like that. So we're making her a custom piece, and instead of me going to her site and buying the item that I want with the money she pays me for her item, we ended up doing a business exchange. So I took off the cost of the item from her item that we're making, and hopefully when the product and stuff gets here, I can't wait to see it. Because I had to order chain in order to make the item. I'm going to try and film the entire process so you guys can see a little bit of the jewelry work side between what I do and what my dad does. And of course, I think it'll be interesting for her to see step by step how her necklace is made.
And 2 days after that video was
we did an exchange where I gave her a discount on the item that we're making, and she is sending me the product that released. I had done a wish list video, and 2 days after that video was filmed, she released that they were releasing a new palette. I was like, oh crap! She placed her order. So she knew I wanted the palette. I've entered a bunch of giveaways for the palette. I still have yet to be able to win it. And so she's just going to send it to me. So that was one of the really good things that happened. So that happened in the past like week. She placed her order Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Sunday morning. I got the order, and then I purchased the chain that I needed. Because we don't typically make the chain. And the chains that we use for jewelry work and stuff like that, unless it's a simple linking type chain that every link is hand soldered. Which takes is very tightly knit to the other one, and you have to solder them in between. We don't typically make chain, and the type of chain that she was looking for is an absolute pain in the ass to try and make by hand, because each link is very tightly knit to the other one, and you have to solder them in between, and it's actually the strongest chain that they make on the market, which is one reason why I chose that design of a chain versus another design, was because of the strength of the chain, and knowing that number one, she doesn't wear a whole lot of jewelry, and two, that she is very tough on the jewelry that she wears. I mean, none of my rings are straight. My rings are all beat to hell. My ear wires are usually crooked and bent and everything else, so I know how difficult I am on my jewelry. So I wanted a piece that we could make for her, that if she snagged it on something, that if she pulled, that it wouldn't like break. Now the only problem is with this chain design is if it does like kink or break, that it's very difficult to repair it without it looking really bad. You can repair the chain, but you're going to see like solder spots on it that are going to be smooth versus the linking of the actual chain. And this has actually been run through kind of like a sieve kind of thing, where instead of it being boxy edges, it's been run through a machine that rounds the edges out. So I really honestly can't wait to see the chain, because it looks beautiful from the pictures. I'm familiar with the chain design. I've just never seen the knit of the chain this tightly woven. I know I have a machine here at the house that we can use where we feed it through one end, and then we've got a crank that we use that puts pressure on all four sides of the chain, and you have to put it in the right size cylinder in order to get the chain to like shrink down and smooth out. So I know how the process works. I know how very versed with the chain looks afterwards, but I've never seen this design of a chain done in this way, and I think it's going to also make the chain that much sturdier in order for the necklace to last a lot longer for her. And it's with a material that I'm not, it's made from copper, it's very versed with working with, but it's like a dirty or an antique. We're working with brass, which is a tin and copper alloy. It's actually copper with tin added in to give it a little bit more strength. So I really can't wait to see what the chain looks like when it gets here. It should be here sometime this week from my supplier. Because it's made from copper. It's that kind of copper color, but it's like a dirty or an antique kind of copper color, so it's like a bronze, almost a bronzy shade, and it's really pretty. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and so I really can't wait to see what the chain looks like when it gets here. It should be here sometime this week from my supplier. I'm gonna play some Heroes of the Ordered it Sunday. They shipped it out Monday morning. I'm like, wow, that was freaking quick. I mean, I ordered it Sunday afternoon. 6 months. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my like screen. I'll just play random so you guys can see video capture, because I'm gonna play some Heroes of the Storm while I get into probably the difficult thing that's happened this past week, because dealing with Geico, 6 months, our all-in-one insurance carrier. Okay, I'll just play random. They do just play our car insurance, our motorcycle insurance, some minor life insurance.
For
so
months
we
we've
can ride a
been
motorcycle without a
dealing
helmet.
with Geico, who is our all-in-one insurance carrier.
Like that. A lot of the things that we needed insurance for, Geico is who we use.
They
for
do
all of it.
our
My dad
car
has been with
insurance,
Geico
our
since,
motorcycle
like,
insurance,
1972.
some minor life
So
insurance
that tells
so
you
that we
how
can ride a
long we've
motorcycle
had
without a
a
helmet.
relationship with Geico.
They do our homeowners
Now,
insurance, things like that. A lot of the things
when
that
my
we needed
parents bought this
insurance
house in
for, Geico is who we
1996.
use for all of it. My dad has been with
They
Geico
had
since
to,
like
you know, they had insurance
1972.
through somebody else, through a
So
different
that
type
tells
of
you how
carrier.
long
But
we've
then
had
Geico
a
switched to
relationship
that
with
carrier
Geico.
Was in like
Now,
2002 or 2003.
when my parents bought this
And
house in
so
1996,
we've been with
they had
Travelers
to, you know,
through
they had
Geico
insurance through somebody
since
else,
2002,
through a different type of carrier.
2003.
But then Geico switched who that
I guess
carrier
our
was
policy up
in
for
like
potential
2002
renewal
or
as of
2003.
October this year.
And so
And in March or April,
we've
a
been with
woman from
Travelers
Geico
through
emailed
Geico
my dad,
since
and there was somebody that was here
2002,
at the house, because
2003.
I remember going outside and being
Well,
like, who are you?
I guess
What
our
are you doing in my
policy
yard?
was up for
And I followed
potential
her around the
renewal
yard, and
as
she
of
made some snide
October this
comments while
past,
she
you know,
was
this
here.
year. And in
and then, like,
March
a
or
couple weeks later,
April,
my dad gets
a
an
woman
email
from
from this
Geico
woman at Geico
emailed
saying
my
that
dad,
she
and,
was
there was
our
somebody that was here at the house
adjuster and
because
that
I
he
remember
needed
going
to
outside and be like,
move
"Who
the
are you?
ladder on the
What are you doing in
roof
my
and
yard?"
cut the trees back,
And I followed her around the
there
yard.
were
She
two
made
trees
some
in the
snide
backyard they
comments while
wanted
she was
removed.
here.
We had 6 trees cut
And then,
down in
like,
April.
a couple weeks
We
later,
took
my dad
pictures,
gets an
we sent
email
everything
from
in,
this
blah,
woman
blah,
at
blah.
Geico saying
We
that
never
she
heard
was our
anything back from this
adjuster and that
Months
he
go
needed
by.
to
My dad's
move the
emailed,
ladder on the
emailed,
roof
and
and
called,
cut the
and you
trees
name it,
back.
and we had not heard back
And there were 2 trees in the backyard they wanted removed. We had 6 trees cut down in April. We took pictures, we sent everything in, blah, blah, blah. We never heard anything back
After
from this
multiple
woman.
phone calls,
Months go
multiple
by.
emails,
My
I
dad's
understand
emailed
this
and emailed and
COVID
emailed and
stuff
called
is
and you
going
name it,
on.
and we had not heard back from
But
her at all.
we couldn't get a hold of her at all, like, period. And
The battle
it's a
begins.
little concerning when you have
10
a policy with a
seconds.
company
After
and
multiple
you
phone
cannot get
calls,
your
multiple
representative
emails,
to
I
email you back.
understand this
5,
COVID stuff is
4,
going on,
3, 2,
but we
1.
couldn't get a hold of her at all.
Let the
like,
battle
period.
begin.
And
Anyways, so
it's a
we
little
had
concerning when you have a policy
that.
with a company
It
and
took
you
her
cannot get your
several
representative
months
to
get
email you
with
back.
us. Several months. And when she finally did, she said that she didn't like the pictures. that
So,
we sent.
anyways, so we had
more
that.
stuff.
It took
sent to
her
us, or
several
sent to
months
us.
to get
So
back
we
with
sent
us.
it.
Several
I made
months.
sure that we took
And when she
pictures
finally
of
did,
everything
she
she
said
asked
that
for,
she didn't like the pictures that was sent.
and, you know, made sure that she
So
got
she asked for
requested.
more stuff sent to us, or sent to her. So we sent it. I made sure that we took pictures of everything that she asked for. And, you know, made sure that she
Well, I was
got
killing her and I was
what
dying.
she requested.
Let's go for the high score.
Excellent.
So, anyways, so we didn't know there was.
Well,
a problem
I was
with
killing
our
her and I was
homeowners insurance
dying.
policy at all.
Taking the shot.
And
Activated.
she didn't feel it was her job to
So,
tell us that there was something wrong.
anyways,
with
so
our
we
policy.
didn't know there was a problem with our homeowners insurance policy at all.
And my dad kept
And
calling and calling and calling and
she
calling,
didn't
but
feel
no
it was
voicemail,
her
left
job
voicemails, never heard
to
back.
tell us that there was
And
something wrong
he was
with
about
our policy.
ready just to, you know, say F it.
And my dad kept calling and calling and calling and calling and calling, but no voicemail, or left voicemails, never heard back. And
Choose a
he was
talent.
about ready just to, you know, say F it.
BRB.
So we don't hear anything back from this woman until August. August. From April to August. You do the math on how long it took her to finally get back with somebody about the situation.
She's like, oh, sorry, I haven't.
So we
been
don't
in
hear
the
anything
office
back from this woman
and,
until
due to the
August.
COVID stuff,
August.
I
From
don't have
April to
access
August.
to,
You do the math on how long it took her to finally get back with somebody
I didn't,
about
I
the
didn't
situation.
see that you had messaged me. And
She's like, oh, sorry, I haven't been in the office, and due to the COVID stuff, I don't have access to, you know, this, that, and the other, and I didn't see that you had messaged me, and da 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 da. Got your ass.
That one's for my fans.
So, hey, Casey. Oh, yeah, hang on. It's the
Where'd
damn.
you go, fucker?
Enemy fort annihilated.
Got your ass.
You're hearing me twice. That means you're hearing
so,
me from
hey, Casey.
the webcam too.
Oh, yeah, hang on. It's the damn. Let me get somewhere where I can't. You're hearing me twice.
That means you're hearing me from the webcam too.
You shouldn't be hearing me twice because I have the microphone for what's it turned off.
Capture.
I wonder if YouTube has it. Let me. Hello? It won't let me
You shouldn't
change
be
it
hearing me
on
twice
YouTube.
because I have the microphone.
Well, at least you get to hear me twice. So maybe
For
my point will
what's
get
it
across.
turned off?
I wonder if YouTube. I turned other sounds down, so hopefully that'll help.
It won't let me change it on YouTube.
Well, at least you get to hear me twice. So maybe my point will get across. I turned other sounds down, so hopefully that'll help. Okay, back to what I was talking about. So anyways, she finally emails back in August about all the stuff that she wanted us to take care of. And didn't was like,
to
oh,
what I
well,
was
sorry,
talking
I
about.
haven't
So
been in the
anyways, she
office
finally emails
because,
back
you
in
know, of
August
COVID
about
stuff, and I
all
didn't
the-
see that you had
the
been
stuff that
texting,
she
and
wanted us to take
and my
care
dad
of.
sends her an email back, and he's
And
like, but
didn't,
you sent me a message saying that you needed me to get back with you within a certain
was
time
like,
frame,
oh,
and I
well,
needed to
sorry,
get this
I
stuff
haven't
taken
been in the
care of, and you
office
needed
because,
X,
you
Y,
know,
and Z
of
information.
COVID stuff, and
So I
didn't
got
see
that to
you had been
you, but
texting,
you never
and
responded.
my dad sends her an email
And
back, and he's like,
he's
but
got
you
proof
sent me
of
a
all the
message
emails that
saying
he sent, like
you
multiple
needed me
emails,
to
and
get
I've
back
got
with you within a certain time frame, and I needed to get this stuff taken care of, and you needed X, Y, and Z information.
I've got a list of
I
every
got that
time
to
that he
you,
like
but
called
you
her
never responded.
and
And
didn't hear back from her.
he's got proof of all the emails that he sent,
like multiple emails, and I've got a list of every time that he like called her and didn't hear back from her. Got your ass, motherfucker. So anyways, he brought up the point that he'd been trying to reach her for like months with no nothing, no response, no writing back, no communication on her part, nothing.
So anyways,
And so
he brought up the point
she's
that
like,
he'd been
oh,
trying to
sorry,
reach
but
her for,
I
like,
don't check my
months
messages
with
from home, and we're working from home right now, and
no response,
trying to
no
check messages
writing
has
back,
been hard, and
no communication on her part, nothing.
and it's like, really?
And so
You're not checking
she's like,
any of
"Oh,
your
sorry,
messages,
but
even
I
though
don't check
you
my
specifically
messages from
asked
home,
somebody
and we're
to
working from
contact you
home right
back
now, and,
about a
trying to
homeowner's
check
policy
messages has
when
been hard, and,
no, stop just tacking it. No, don't tack that.
and it's like, really?
You're not checking, and
any
we
of
couldn't
your
get anything
messages,
back from
even
her. We
though
couldn't
you
get
specifically
her to
asked
return her
somebody
phone
to
calls when
contact
he
you
got a
back
direct phone number
about
for her. She
a
still wouldn't
homeowner's
return phone calls.
policy when
And
no, stop.
ooh, good
No,
thing I
don't
moved
tack
when I
that.
did. And we couldn't get anything back from her. We couldn't get
her to return her phone calls when he got a
So
direct phone number
we
for her. She
we
still
tried
wouldn't
and
return
tried
phone
and
calls.
tried. So
And-
then my dad's been emailing her back and forth. He finally got a way to get her to communicate, where she would respond, and so we tried and tried and tried. So then my dad's been emailing her back and forth. He finally got a way to get her to communicate, where she would respond, and so after months of not hearing from her, now all of a sudden she wants to do her damn job. And we're like, okay, fine. Do your job. We'll do what we need to do to get you the pictures, the information, whatever you need.
So after
And we're
months
emailing back and
of not
forth,
hearing
and
from
this is
her,
September
all of a
now.
sudden she wants
She
to do her
never
damn
once
job.
told us that October
we're
15th
like,
was the
okay,
deadline
fine.
for travelers
Do
to
your job.
make their decision
We'll
to
do what
whether
we
or
need
not
to
they
do
were
to
going
get
to renew
you the pictures, the
our,
information, whatever you need. And we're emailing
our
back and
homeowners
forth, and
insurance or
this
not,
is
or even
September
to
now.
extend an
She
offer
never once
to
told us that
to do
October
that.
15th was the deadline for travelers to make their decision to whether or
So-
not they were going to renew
Oh, nasty.
our
Nasty. Get it off. Thank
our
you.
homeowners insurance or not, or even to extend an offer to do that.
Too far.
So,
Oh, nasty. Nasty. Get it off. Thank you. So Dad's still emailing. Emailed the 27th multiple times. Emails wouldn't go through. Said the picture files were too big. So I had him sign up for Dropbox and have him put the pictures in there, and then create a link on Dropbox and send it via the email so
Dad's
that
still
she
emailing,
can't say
email the 27th multiple
that,
times.
she
Emails
didn't
wouldn't go
get it.
through. Said the picture files were too big. So I had him sign up for Dropbox and have him put the pictures in there, and then create a link on Dropbox and send it via the email so that she can't say that she didn't get it. So then, oh, hello? Get back here, motherfucker. Fucking shoot bugs at me and shit and then fucking run off? The fuck shit is that?
go, 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 go.
So then,
Get him.
oh, hello?
Get him. Get him.
Get
Get
back
him.
here,
Keep going.
motherfucker.
No.
Go fucking shoot bugs at me and shit and then fucking run off? The fuck shit is that? Go, 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 go.
Get him. Oh, you
Get
seriously?
him, keep going. No.
Anyways, we won. No, I'm not doing very good speaking and gaming. I'm distracted. So anyways, sent several emails in September. Didn't get a
Oh,
reply back
seriously?
until like November, the
Anyways,
beginning of
we won.
November. And no, I'm not doing very good speaking and gaming. I'm distracted. Oh my god, he's got a hogger skin.
So anyways, sent several emails in September. Didn't get a reply back.
So
until,
anyways,
like, November, the beginning of November.
lady didn't get back with us until
And-
November. Again, I remind you that our insurance got
Oh
canceled
my God,
October
he's got a hogger
15th.
skin for that guy?
So why is she still emailing us in November asking for more
So
information
anyways, the
and saying that she
lady
didn't
get back
get?
with us until November.
I want to make sure
Again,
that I'm not missing
I
something.
remind you
chat.
that our insurance
I can see it on my
got
iPad. Hello?
canceled October
Oh, go away.
15th.
There it is.
So why is she still emailing us in November asking
so
for
anyways,
more information and saying
Why is she
that
still
she
emailing in
didn't get-
November when she
I wanna make sure
knows
that
the
I'm not
policy
missing
was
something, chat.
canceled in October?
I can
So
see it
we
on my
couldn't
iPad.
figure that out. And right up
go away.
until like the week
it
of
is.
Thanksgiving, she sent my dad an
so
email
anyways,
on Friday, and he's at work and he checks
why
it.
is she still
and
emailing
it
in November
basically
when she
said,
knows the policy
"There's a
was
problem with your
canceled in
policy.
October?"
Please call me
So
at
we
your
couldn't
earliest
figure that
convenience."
out.
So at
And
like
right
noon
up
that
until,
day, let me
like, the
see.
week of Thanksgiving, she sent my dad an email on Friday, and he's at work and he checks it. And
Actually,
it basically
it
said,
was
there's a problem with
12:01
your
p.m.
policy. Please
he
call
called
me
her.
at your earliest convenience. So
And
at,
then he
like,
called her
noon
again at
that day- let me
2:43, and
see.
he left messages both times. And then the next day, he called her back at 12:01 p.m. and spent 14 minutes on the phone with her. That's the day that she told him that we no longer had
He called
homeowners
her.
insurance.
And then he called her again at 2:43, and he left
How do
messages
you
both
wait
times. And then
over
the
a
next
month
day he called her back
to
at
tell somebody
12:01
you've
PM and
canceled their
spent 14
fucking
minutes on the phone with her.
homeowner's insurance?
That's
Like,
the
how?
day that she told him. So
that
I'm gonna
we
look
no
and see what
longer
the
had
I have the
homeowners
date written
insurance.
down. Yeah, it was
How do
2
you
days
wait
before Thanksgiving when she tells
over a
him
month to tell
that
somebody you've canceled their
our
fucking
homeowner's insurance was
Like,
canceled.
how?
It was Monday the 23rd.
So I'm gonna look and see what I have the
And
date written down.
Then he called her back on the 24th, and that's when she told
it
him
was 2
that we
days before
didn't have
Thanksgiving when she tells him.
insurance anymore on the house. That our homeowner's insurance
So,
was canceled. It
I
was
was
Monday
like,
the 23rd.
She's had all these months to do
And
her job, and
Then
she
he called
hasn't
back
done
on the
her
24th,
job.
and that's when she told
What is she
him
getting paid for
that
if
we
she's
had-
not doing
didn't
her
have
job? She's not returning
insurance anymore
emails.
on
She's
the
not
house.
returning phone calls. She hasn't reached out. She hasn't tried to
So,
make an effort.
I was like,
And now our homeowner's insurance is she's had all these
Hello?
months to do her job, and she
Go pee on
hasn't
somebody
done
else's
her job.
nose.
What is she getting paid for if she's
our
not
homeowner's
doing
insurance
her
got
job? She's
canceled
not
because of
returning
her.
emails. She's not returning
Not
phone
doing her
calls,
job.
She hasn't reached out. She
So,
hasn't tried to make an
Dad
effort.
tried to call,
And now our
Um,
homeowner's insurance
and
is
Travelers told him that we no longer had a policy. That it was up for
our
renewal
homeowner's
in
insurance got
October.
canceled because of her.
The
Not
renewal
doing her job.
guidelines that they set were not
So,
met.
Dad
And
tried
they
to
decided
call,
not to extend an offer to
and
renew our
Travelers
homeowner's
told him
insurance
that
for a
we no
policy that
longer
we'd
had a
had for
policy.
17, almost
that
18
it was
years.
up for renewal in October.
So I get on the
renewal
phone.
guidelines that they set were not met, and they
On the
decided
25th.
not to extend an offer to
And I
renew our
spend most of the
homeowner's
day
insurance
on the
for
phone.
a policy that we'd had for
And then, of course, the
17,
next day was
almost 18
Thanksgiving.
years.
Well, actually, I called that afternoon. I called the 24th, and then I called the
So I
25th,
get on the
and I
phone.
spoke to a really nice guy named Damien.
on the 25th,
He has
and I spend
his mother
most of the day.
needs a
on the
huge
phone.
hug for the way
And
she
then, of course,
raised
the
him.
next day
First
was
of all,
Thanksgiving. Well, actually, I called
because
that afternoon. I called
I'm
the
very
24th,
difficult
and then I called
to
the
deal
25th,
with.
and I
Number
spoke
one,
to a really
when I'm
nice
mad.
guy
Number
named
two, when you
Damien.
fucked me over. And number
He
three,
has-
when
his
I
mother
know we weren't in the wrong.
needs a huge hug.
I
for the
put
way
on
she
like my
raised him,
paralegal
first of all.
hat and I do all my research
Because
first.
I'm
and then
very
I call
difficult
people
to deal
and I'm
with.
like,
Number one,
you did this,
when
this,
I'm
this, this,
mad.
this, and this
Number
is what
two,
you
when
did
you
wrong,
fucked me
and this
over.
is what the
And
law
number
says,
three,
and this is what happens when
I
you
know
breach a
we weren't in the
contract,
wrong,
and this,
I put
this.
on like my paralegal hat, and I
And
do
that's
all my
how I
research
approach
first.
a legal
and then I call
type
people,
business
and I'm like,
situation.
you did this,
I
and
try
this is
not
what you did
to
wrong,
cuss
and this is
when
what the law
I
says,
am
and this is
dealing
what
with a
happens
business
when you
matter,
breach a
especially for
contract,
my
and this,
65-year-old
this,
father.
this.
I was livid,
And that's
and
how
he
I
gets
approach
super
legal type
huge brownie
business
points for
situation.
having to deal with me on the phone.
I try not
2 days
to
before
cuss
Thanksgiving, and then the
when
next
I
day,
am
which
dealing
was the
with
day
a
before
business matter,
Thanksgiving.
especially for
His
my
mama needs a
65-year-old
huge
father.
hug, a congratulations, a high
livid,
five, a bottle of
and
wine,
he
whatever she
gets
wants. I will
super
buy it for her
huge
because
brownie points for
she
having to
deserves
deal
it.
with me
She
on the
raised her
phone.
son right.
2 days before
He was a
Thanksgiving,
young-sounding
and then the
guy,
next day,
very
which was the day
educated,
before
very
Thanksgiving.
calm,
His
very
mama needs
cool
a
demeanor.
huge hug, a
Did everything he
congratulations,
could
a
to
high
help.
five, a bottle of wine, whatever
But
she
because
wants,
he's
I will
from
buy it for
Travelers
her
and not
because
Geico,
she
and
deserves
that
it. She
Melissa
raised her
person
son
that we
right.
have had
He
issues
was a
with is from
young-sounding
Geico.
guy,
They're two separate
very
companies.
educated, very calm,
Even though
very
one
cool
contracts
demeanor,
with the other.
did everything he could
Travelers
to help,
also is no
but
longer
because
insuring
he's from
homes
Travelers
in
and not
Florida.
Geico, and that
So they
Melissa
wouldn't have
person
they
that we
wouldn't
have
write
had
a new
issues
policy
with
for
is
us,
from
even though
Geico.
we'd
They're
been a
two separate
customer of theirs
companies.
for almost 18 years.
Even though one
And there's
contracts
never
with the
been a breach of
Travelers also
payment. There's
is no
never been
longer
any type
insuring
of lapse in
homes in
coverage.
Florida.
No, nothing over the years.
So they wouldn't. They wouldn't
So
write a new
why
policy
they
for us,
refused
even
to
though
write a
we'd been
policy for
customer of
Florida,
theirs for
I
almost
have no
18
idea.
years.
They just kept
And
telling
there's
me
never been
that
a breach
I'm
of
not an expert Casey.
payment.
I have an
There's
AA
never
in legal
been
studies and
any
a
type of
paralegal
lapse
degree,
in
and I
coverage,
looked at
no
going to law
nothing
school.
over the years.
That's about as far as I got. I was going to
So
take my
why
LSATs
they
and
refused to
ended up
write a
not
policy
taking them.
for Florida,
And I even
I
had
have no
recommendations
idea.
from
They just
judges
kept
and
telling
lawyers
me that I'm not an expert Casey.
I'm
I have
really
an AA in
good
legal studies
at
and a
doing the
paralegal
research,
degree,
and I looked at going to law
finding
school. All of the ways
that's about as far
around
as
the
I got. I was going
loophole.
to take my LSATs.
If you
and
have a
ended up not
loophole in
taking them.
something,
And I even had
I'm
recommendations
99% of the time will find
judges
it,
and
and I will
lawyers,
find a way to counteract it. That's just how my brain
I'm
works.
really
I'm very
good at
logical
doing the
and very
research
analytical loophole. And when I'm looking at things, again, my Libra side, I kind of weigh the pros and cons for things, and I look for ways around things, and I also look for how other people can skirt around the things as well. It's just how I work.
Very analytical, and when I'm looking at things, again, my Libra side, I kind of weigh
I
the
came
pros
at
and
him
cons
with the
for
facts,
things, and
I said, you
for
do
ways
realize
around
it's
things.
illegal
And I
for
also
us to
look
have a
for how
mortgage on
other
the
people
house
can
in
skirt
Florida
around
with no
things as
insurance,
well. It's
and
just
that
how
it
I
is
work.
upon the mortgage lender's preference
So, I came at
what
him
our
with the
coverage will
facts.
be.
I said,
And they
you
can
do
they can
realize it's
issue
illegal
insurance
for
on
us to have
our
a mortgage
on the
in
house
Florida with no insurance,
without even consulting
and that
us,
it is
and they
upon
did. We got a
the
letter from
mortgage
Geico or
lender's
from Wells Fargo
preference
for the house, and they
what
said
our
that
coverage
they
will
had
be,
issued
and they
an
can-
insurance
they can
policy, but
issue
didn't tell us
insurance
who
on our
through
mortgage on
or
the
how to
house
contact them or
without
anything,
even
and it was
consulting
like
us, and
$4,500.
we got a letter
My
from
dad was
Geico
used to
or
paying
from Wells
between
Fargo for the
$1,750 and
house,
$1,800
and
a
they
year
said that
for
they
homeowners
had
insurance
issued,
for our house. It was
an
built in the
insurance policy,
70s.
but didn't tell
It's an
us
older
who
house, but it's
through
huge.
or
It's
how
it's
to
a ranch
contact
style
them or
home, so it's
anything,
very
and it
long.
was
It's
like
got two sides.
$4,500.
And
My
then
dad
of
was
course
used to
Dad just
paying
built basically
between
another house onto the back of the
$1,750
house.
and
So
$1,800 a year for homeowners insurance
we have
for
more
our
square
house. It was
footage
built in the
now
70s.
between
It's
the
an older
room that I
house,
have my
but
jewelry
it's
stuff in
huge.
and the room that
It's-
has
it's
the
a
movies in
ranch
it,
style home,
and
so
then
it's
all
very
the
long.
stuff
It's
that
got
he
two
built on
sides.
after that.
And then, of
We
course,
have
Dad just
more
built
room back
basically
in the
another
back
house
end of
on
the
back
house
of the
now than we
house.
do
So,
inside the main part of the house.
We have
So
more
he
square
literally built a
footage
house
now
onto the house.
between the room that I have my jewelry stuff
I
in
can't
and the
tell
room
if
that has
anybody
the movies
is
in
watching
it, and
or
then
whatever.
all the
I keep
stuff
looking
that
to
he
see
built
if
on
there's
after
chat.
that. We have more room back in the back end of the house now than we do inside the main part of the house. So he literally built a house onto the house.
5 people in here.
So I
Who
can't
knows?
tell if anybody is watching or
I'll try and
whatever.
hop
I
into
keep
another
looking
game.
to see if there's chat.
So I ended up having to deal with all that, and I asked to speak to the manager. I put on my Karen hat or my Becky
it
hat,
says there's
you know,
5
because
people in
technically I am a Becky. I'm a Rebecca Lynn. So
who knows?
my parents called me Becky when
I'll
I was
try
a
and hop
kid.
into another game.
I put on my Becky hat, and I
So
was like,
ended up
I
having
need to
deal with
speak
all
to her
that,
manager.
and I speak to
And
the manager.
I'm still
I put
waiting on
my
a
Karen
call
hat
back
or my
or
Becky
an
hat,
email
you know,
or
'cause
a kiss my
technically
ass
I am a
or
Becky,
a
I'm a
go fuck
Rebecca
off
Lynn,
kind of
so,
letter or something.
my parents called me Becky when I was a
because
kid.
I put on my Becky
Melissa
hat,
didn't do
and
her job. I was like, I need to
we have
speak to
proof
her
she didn't do
manager.
her job,
And
and we lost our
am still
homeowners
waiting on
insurance
a
because
call
Melissa
back
didn't do her job.
or an email
So,
or a kiss my
because
ass
my
or
dad
a
didn't
go
want to
fuck off
pay
kind of letter or
$4,500
something,
for insurance from some
because
XYZ company that he didn't know and
Melissa
didn't have
didn't
any
do her
control
job.
over, my dad
we
went
have proof she didn't do her
and
job.
pulled money from savings
And we lost our
last
homeowners
Friday,
insurance because Melissa didn't do her job.
and 100%
So
completely
because my dad
paid
didn't
off the
want
house.
to pay $4,500 for insurance
So,
from some
hey,
XYZ
Jason.
company that he didn't know and didn't have any control over, my dad went and pulled
Yeah,
money
I don't
from
know how to
savings
fix that.
last Friday, and 100% completely paid off the house.
I looked to see if it was
So,
Streamlabs
hey,
or if it
Jason.
was the mic or whatever, and it's not. I think it's something having to do with YouTube. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. I turned the heater off. I'm sitting here sweating to death. I looked to see if it was Streamlabs or if it
And
was
it's
the
not
mic
like
or
I'm using
whatever, and
voice
it's
chat
not.
on the
I think
game,
it's something having
so-
to do with YouTube. I don't know what else is causing the double. Turn the heater off. I'm sitting here sweating to death.
And it's not like I'm using voice
So
chat
anyways,
on the game, so
no, it shouldn't be.
I don't know what else is causing the.
Let me look. Double. That's why I was when Casey said something about it being echoey. Oh, seriously? So anyways,
Fuck, I'm being attacked.
no, it shouldn't be. Let me look. Watch, I'll come back and I'll be dead. Nope,
That's
voice
why
chat's
I
not
was
on.
when Casey said something about it being echoey.
Oh, seriously?
Fuck, I'm being attacked.
Whoa, too close. Back up.
Watch, I'll come back and I'll be dead.
Nope, voice chat's not on. Alright, shoot that. Yeah, and when I go to the live stream,
Whoa, too
like
close.
this
Back up.
side of like YouTube, it doesn't give me like any options or anything for like microphone. It might be
Alright,
picking
shoot
up the mic
Yeah, and
on
when I go to
the actual webcam, and there's
the live
nothing I can
stream,
do to
like this side of like YouTube,
to stop that.
It doesn't
unless
give me, like, any options or anything.
Only
for,
thing
like,
I can think
microphone.
of is
Might be
muting it
picking
on
up
like the
the
sound
mic
settings
on the actual webcam, and there's nothing I can do to stop that. Unless
somebody killed Murky.
only thing I can think of is muting it on like the sound settings.
Alright, since the thingy's
somebody
gonna
killed
pop
Murky.
down here, let me hide in the bushes for a minute. Open up my sound settings and see if I can mute the microphone on. No, not Dropbox.
Here.
Nope. Really? Go away, Dropbox. I didn't call
Hide in
you.
the bushes for a minute.
No, go away. I want
Open up
sound.
my sound settings and see if I can mute
Yes,
the
you,
microphone
open.
on.
No, not Dropbox. Nope. Really? So I think
Go
if
away,
I
Dropbox.
can
I didn't
mute
call
the
you.
microphone on.
No, go away. I want sound.
It's set for the Yeti mic.
Yes, you open.
So I think if I can mute the microphone
Okay.
on.
Does that fix it? Because I disabled the mic on the
It's set for
webcam.
the Yeti mic.
Testing 1, 2. Hello? How did I get parked over here? Where am I going? Okay. Does that fix it? Because I disabled the mic on the webcam. Testing 1, 2. Hello? How did I get parked over here? Where am I going? Yeah, motherfuckers. Get some balls and come over here. I'll shoot you. But nobody's brave enough? Oh. Damn it. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know.
motherfuckers.
Get some balls and come over here. I'll shoot you. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what's wrong. But nobody's brave enough? Oh. Damn it. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what's wrong. Now I'm gonna blow this up, and then I gotta go. Heading up here.
That seems generous.
Now I'm gonna blow this up.
I'm
and then I
coming, I'm
gotta
coming.
go.
Here you come.
Heading up here.
I'm coming. Here you come. So,
What? BattleNet comments. Oh, they say the damnedest shit on this game. I tell you what.
so
What? BattleNet. They
comments.
always make some sort of smart ass remark.
they say
the damnedest shit on this game. I tell
and
you
because
what.
I'm Sergeant Hammer, she's like, it's boom time.
She's from StarCraft. They always make some sort of smart ass remark. And because I'm Sergeant Hammer, she's like, it's boom time.
Here
She's
come.
from
I'm coming.
StarCraft.
I got my jet propellers on. I'm coming. Here he is. Get out my way. Here he comes. I'm coming. I got my jet propellers on. Get off of me. I'm coming. Here he is. Get out my way.
Yep, there she goes. It's boom time. All right, y'all get the thing.
Get off of me.
My favor is yours.
Yep, there she goes. It's boom time. All right, y'all
I'll
get the
park
thing.
right here. I should be able to hit both. Alright. Did. So anyways, Dad was mad about the whole situation, and
Right?
I don't blame him. I'd be fucking mad too, because you know, we didn't know we didn't have insurance, and the lady at Geico didn't do her job, so we lost our homeowner's insurance. I don't blame him.
I'd be fucking mad too, because
So, I mean, it
we
kind of
didn't know
feels
we didn't
like
have insurance,
because she didn't do her
and
job, we
the
got
lady at Geico didn't
we
do her
got
job,
screwed.
so we lost
our homeowner's insurance. And
so
yeah,
I mean,
I'm glad
kinda
Dad was
feels
able
like
to pull
because she
all
didn't
of
do
his
her
money out of
job, we
savings,
got-
basically
we
every
got
bit
screwed.
of money out of his savings, to do this. So, yeah, I mean, I'm glad Dad was able to pull all of his money out of savings, basically every bit of money. But I also don't like the fact that he literally
to do
pulled
this.
every dime he had in savings to pay off the house, because somebody didn't do their job, and I think that's pretty shit, if you ask me. But I also don't like the fact that he literally pulled every dime he had in savings to pay off the house, because somebody didn't do their job, and I think that's pretty shit, if you ask me. I'm gonna go blow up Murky's egg. Ruthless like gnome. I'm gonna go blow up Murky's egg. So, that's
like
the bad news. And are you guys wanting the other exciting news now, or you just want to watch me play a video game? I mean, I've already done my video editing for the day.
That's the bad
kind of.
news.
And are you guys wanting the other exciting news now, or
Not a minute.
you just want to watch me play a
All right,
video
you little
game?
bitch.
I mean, I've
Yeah,
already
that's
done
it.
my
Get her-
video editing.
get her,
for
white
the
man,
day,
get her.
kind of.
Woo, buddy.
Not a minute.
Go, 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 go. Eek.
All right, you little bitch.
Ah.
Yeah, that's it. Get her, white man, get her.
Woo, buddy. Go, 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 go.
All right. Whew.
Eek.
Got out of that one alive. Barely. That was close. Anyways, so I've been doing all these like palette videos, and I bought the Robbie
right.
Christie palette
Got out of that one alive.
set, which that video will go
Barely.
up tomorrow.
That was close.
As like my first impression
Anyways,
unboxing, and
So I've been doing all these like palette videos, and I bought
all
the
that kind of
Robbie
fun stuff.
Christie palette.
No
set,
gifts for
which
you.
That video will go up.
I got a gift for you.
tomorrow,
Come back here.
As
I'll
like,
show you
my
just
first
what my gifts are.
impression unboxing, and
Well, you sound
all
like
that
a
kind of
nut
fun
job.
stuff.
Oh, no gifts for you. I got a gift for you. Come back here. I'll show you just what my gifts
where
are.
are
Where are we going? Let's go up here. So I bought the Raw Beauty
you sound
Christie
like a nut
palette.
job.
Like I said, the video and first impressions and stuff will go up tomorrow. I'm glad I was able to afford to buy
Where are we
it.
going?
I
let's go.
had to pull money from a couple of different places
so
to be
I
able
bought
to
the Raw
afford it,
Beauty
and then
Christie
I
palette.
was
Like I said, the
did
video and
Afterpay
first
so that I
impressions
had
and
enough
stuff will go
time
up
to earn
tomorrow.
more money just to be safe,
I'm
because I
glad
didn't
I
want to
was
go
able
broke
to
buying the.
afford
I bought
to
the
buy
entire
it.
kit.
I
had to pull money from a couple of different places
Box is right
to be
here.
able to afford it, and then I
I
have
did
some of these orders
Afterpay
sitting
so
on
that I
top
had
of it,
enough
so I gotta
time
be
to
careful about
earn
showing
more
things.
money just to be
Anyways,
safe, 'cause I
so
didn't want to go broke buying.
I bought
the
that,
entire
and
kit.
then I made a hellacious like Thanksgiving dinner. Even though we don't celebrate Thanksgiving here, because
Anyways, so
we don't
I
agree
bought
with the
that,
whole
and
raping and
then
pillaging of Native American people.
I made a hellacious
like
Thanksgiving dinner.
So,
even though we
anyways,
don't
the
celebrate Thanksgiving here.
Day after Thanksgiving,
'cause, we don't agree with the
ColourPop
whole
was
raping and
releasing
pillaging of Native
another
American
palette,
people.
and it was actually really colorful, and it looked like another
anyways,
palette that I
the
had wanted from
day
Glamlight,
after
which is their ice
Thanksgiving,
cream palette. ColourPop was releasing another
Alright, bitch.
palette, and it was actually really colorful, and it looked like another palette that I had wanted from Glamlight, which
That
is their
works.
ice cream
You
palette.
put me right in the spot where I needed to be to click it. So,
Alright, bitch.
I was on the website looking at it, and I had the other palette pulled up to compare the two together to see
That
what
works.
colors were
Put me right in the spot where I
similar
needed
to
to be. Click it.
others.
So,
Like,
I was on the website looking
whether or
at
not it would
and I
be
had
worth
the
it
other
to
palette
get
pulled up
one or the
to
other.
compare the two together to see
And,
what colors were
The Glamlight palette that I
similar to
wanted was
others.
like $48, and
Like,
even with 30% off,
whether or not it would be worth
it wasn't
to get
worth it for me
one
at
or
the
the
time to get it. And then ColourPop released
And,
another palette, and it
the
is
Glamlight
almost
palette that I
the same
wanted was
type of
like
color story,
$48, and even
with a
30%
few slight
off,
differences. It wasn't worth
and
it
for me at the time.
I was like,
to
well,
get it, and then ColourPop
I could get the
released another
ColourPop
palette,
one for
and
like
it
20
is
something
almost
dollars,
the
or I could buy the
same type
Glamlight
of
one,
color
which is like
story,
48 minus the
with
20%
a few
off,
slight differences.
and or the 30% off.
And
And I was like,
I was
I
like,
know the ColourPop
well,
formula,
I could get the ColourPop
but I don't
one
know
for like 20 something
the
dollars,
Glamlight
or
formula.
I could buy the Glamlight
You
one,
fucked
which
up,
is like
dude.
48
Shouldn't have
minus
flown
the
in here.
20% off.
now yes, it did.
And
Or the
look
30%
at you all laying
off.
over there
And
upside
I
down,
was
face
like,
first and everything.
I know the ColourPop formula,
but I don't know.
let me go back to where I
the
was.
Glamlight formula. You fucked up, dude.
So
Shouldn't have flown in
I
here.
had both palettes up,
Now,
and I
yes,
was
did.
looking at them, and I
But
had
you all
both
laying over
pictures
there
side by
upside down,
side.
face
And
first
my
and
dad's
everything.
like, "Do you like it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I do."
Okay. Let me
But
go back to where I was.
if I buy the
So,
one over
I
the
had
other,
both palettes up, and I
I
was
will
looking at them, and I
be
had
very
both
close to
pictures
being
side by
completely
side,
out of
and
money.
My dad's like, "Do you like it?" And I was like, "Yeah,
And
I
so-
think I do."
he's like, "Well, how
But
much is the one versus the
if-
other?" And I
if
told
I
him, and he's like,
Buy
"Well,
the
if you
one
want
over
it,
the other,
I'll buy it for you."
I will be.
I said,
very
"Which
close
one
to
do you
being
like better?"
completely
He
out of
goes, "Well,
money.
this one has more purple in it, and purples look good
And
on you."
so-
I was like,
He's like, "Well, how
"Okay."
much
So he
is
picked the
one
ColourPop
versus the
palette,
other?"
and I was able to
told
pick out a
him,
couple
and
other
he's like,
things.
"Well, if
He's
you want
like,
it,
"You have a $100
I'll
spending
buy it
limit,"
for you.
and a lot of the things that I
I
had
said,
on
"Which
my
one
wish
do you
list
like better?" And he
to
goes, "Well, this
buy
one has more purple
were,
in it. Purples look good on you." I was like,
sold out. So
okay.
I
So he
got
picked the
a couple of
ColourPop
other
palette.
items.
I was able to pick out a couple
and
other
then
things. He's
I
like,
checked out.
"You
So
have a
it was like
$100 spending limit,
$70-something
and a lot of the
for
things that I had
everything
on
that
my
I
wish
got. So
list
that should be
to
in
buy were,
sometime like this week
sold
or
out.
next. I know
So
they
I
haven't
got
shipped it
a
or
couple
nothing,
of other
but
items,
one of the products
and
from
then,
this order
I checked
was
out.
broken
So
when
it
I
was
got
like
it. So I sent them an email and
$70
asked if they could
everything
just
that I got. So
replace
that
it
should
and then
be
just throw
in,
that replacement in my order.
sometime, like this week or next.
That would
I
be
know
fine.
they haven't
Because I
shipped
mean,
it or
the
nothing,
product
but
was broken
one of
in
the
several
products from
spots,
this
and
order
it was very
was
difficult
broken when
trying
I
to
got
even
it.
get
So I
it
sent
so
them
it
an
was
email and asked
usable.
if they could just replace
So
it and
I
then
was
just throw that
very grateful that
replacement
they
in my
were willing.
order.
Or maybe
that
they're
would
not
be
willing,
fine.
but I did send
'Cause,
an
I mean,
email
the
like
product was
last
broken
week
in
asking
several spots,
about a
and it
replacement
was
for
very
the product because I
difficult
like the
trying to
color. I
even
don't
get
own
it so
anything
was
like it.
usable. So I was
So we'll see.
very grateful that they were
ColourPop hasn't
willing
emailed me
to,
back to let me know.
Maybe they're
And
not
then
willing,
I
but
have
did send an
another
email, like, last
thing
week
of
asking,
really good
about a
news.
replacement for
Um,
the product because I like the color. I don't own anything like
If
it.
you guys want to hear about that, I don't know how
So
long
we'll
I've been
see.
live streaming for.
ColourPop hasn't
Let me
emailed me back to let me
pop
know.
out of here really quick.
And
then I have another thing of really good news. I'm sorry about the double mic situation. Let me
if
see
you
there's
guys
something
want to hear
else.
about that,
I don't know how long I've been live
Well, it
streaming
says it's
for.
disabled.
Let me pop out of here really quick. I don't know where the echo is coming from though. I'm sorry about the double mic situation. Let me see if there's something else.
Well, it says it's disabled.
I really don't know where the echo is coming from.
I don't know where the echo is coming from though.
And I don't see any options on the edit settings. I really don't know where the echo is coming from. That's weird. And I don't see any options on the edit. Like there's a highlight, create a highlight
Settings.
video option, add a stream marker, share. And then stream settings have
weird.
moved. Click the edit button below to find
Like,
all of
there's a
your settings in
highlight,
one place.
Create a
And
highlight
the
video
edit button
option.
only shows me like description box,
Add
like
a stream
editing type
marker,
stuff. It doesn't
share.
show me like anything else
And then stream settings have moved. Click
For the
edit
stream,
button
really.
below
Well, that
to
sucks.
find all of your settings in one place. And the edit button only
commercials?
shows me like description box,
commercials?
like editing type stuff. It doesn't show me like anything else for the stream, really. Well, that sucks. So yesterday, I guess I'll tell you the other good thing.
Commercials?
Yesterday,
What about commercials?
I was on Twitter. I just loaded Twitter. I've had a shower, just gotten out of the shower, blow dried my hair, and I got on
yesterday,
Twitter. I guess I'll tell you the
Oh,
other
Raw
good
Beauty
thing.
Christy posted her about her
yesterday,
baby.
I was
Alright,
on
let me hang on, let
Twitter.
me-
I just
let me
loaded
turn
Twitter.
the
I've had a
screen
shower,
back on so you
just
guys
gotten out of the
can see
shower,
it.
blow dried my hair, and I got on Twitter. Whoop, it's Raw Baby.
Oh, Raw Beauty Christy
Raw Baby
posted
Christy.
her about her baby.
41
Alright, let
hours of
me-
labor, the most intense
let me-
experience of our lives.
let
Our
me
angel
turn
boy
the
is here,
screen
and he's
back
so
on so you guys
unbelievably
can see it.
perfect. I cannot handle it. The birth story is absolutely insane. I will
It's
share it
Raw
with you all
Baby-
soon. We're
Raw
parents.
Baby Christy.
She had fertility issues and couldn't get
41
pregnant
hours
for
of labor,
years.
the most intense
And we've been
experience of our lives.
looking
Our
and
angel
looking and
boy is
looking.
here,
She
and
went
he's
into
so
labor like 2 days
unbelievably
ago.
perfect. I cannot handle
And
it. The
we've
birth
all
story
been
is
like
absolutely insane. I will
chewing
share
our
it
nails
with you
off,
all soon.
waiting
We're
to
parents.
see when she would
had
post
fertility issues and couldn't get
that she
pregnant for
had the
years.
baby. And so
we've been
here
it is.
looking and looking and
Yay.
looking. She
I'm so
went
happy
into
for
labor
her.
like 2 days ago. And we've all been like chewing our nails off.
But 41
waiting to
hours of
see
labor
when
is, oh
she
my
would
God.
Post,
I mean, I've
that
only-
she had the baby.
With each of
And
my kids,
so
I only had
here it
labor
is.
for so many hours, and then of
Yay.
course I
I'm
went
so
into
happy for
surgery.
her.
The longest one I was in was 8 hours before I was
But 41
on
hours
the
of
surgery
labor is,
table.
oh my God.
And then within 20
I mean,
minutes,
I've
my daughter
only-
was here. So
With each of
you
my
know,
kids, I only had labor
it takes
for
about
so many hours. and
that
then, of
long
course, I
to
went into
get everything
surgery.
cut open.
The longest one I was in was 8 hours before.
Because I
was
went into labor
on
with
the
one
surgery
at
table.
midnight,
and then
and my
within
surgery
20
was
minutes, my
scheduled
daughter
for
was
8
here, so,
a.m.
you know,
And then I get
It
to the
takes about
hospital at 6.
that long to get everything cut open.
And they did, IVs and all that kind of stuff. And then
'Cause
when
I
I
went into
got
labor
into the
with one at
surgery room, it was like
midnight.
7:30.
My surgery was
and
scheduled
the
for 8 a.m.
anesthesiologist went to give me my first
And then
spinal
I get to the
injection, and it
hospital at
didn't take.
6.
So the doctor's
And
in
they
there at like
did,
8
you know,
o'clock,
IVs and all that kind of stuff.
and
then
I had been having contractions
when
since
I
midnight.
got into the surgery room, it was
And
like
she went to,
7:30.
she's like,
And
oh,
the
okay, well, it looks like we're
anesthesiologist
ready, you
went to
good
give
and
me my
numb and
first spinal
everything. And
injection,
she's
and
like,
it didn't take.
she took the scalpel and
So
she
the
would
doctor's in
poke,
there at like
poke,
8
poke,
o'clock.
slice. And I said,
And I had been
ow!
having
And went to
contractions
sit
since
up off the
midnight.
table.
And she went to, she's like,
The
oh,
one nurse
okay,
grabbed
looks
me
like
by
we're ready, you good and numb
the
and
shoulders to sit me
everything.
back
And
down
she's
because
like,
what a spinal
she took the
injection
scalpel
does
and she
is
would
it
poke,
numbs
poke,
everything.
slice, and I
And
said,
due to where they
"Ow!"
put it, it
And went to
makes
sit
it so
up
it
off
doesn't
the
go up into
table.
your lungs. And usually they strap you down to a table
one
like
nurse
this
grabbed me by
so that you can't sit
the
up,
shoulders
because
to
if
sit
you
me back
sit
down,
up,
'cause what a
it
spinal
paralyzes
injection
your
does
lungs and then
is
you
it
suffocate.
numbs
And there's no way to
everything.
wake your lungs
And
back
due to
up.
where they
Once the
put it,
spinal
it
injection
makes it
gets
so it
into
doesn't
your
go up into
lungs,
your
there's
lungs.
no
And
way to
usually they
counteract
strap
it.
you
So
down to a
basically,
table like
you
this,
kill yourself.
so that you can't sit up,
Um,
because if you sit up,
So
it
the
paralyzes your lungs and then
I
you
guess
suffocate.
you probably don't want to see this.
and there's no way to wake your lungs back up once the spinal injection gets into
So
your
after
lungs.
she
there's no
realized
way
that
to
I could
counteract
still
it.
feel
So
everything, they
basically,
sat
you
me
kill
back up,
yourself.
slid me over the
Um,
edge of the table, had
so
me lean face
the,
first into this woman's
I guess
chest
you
who had
probably don't wanna see
melons
this
for
very multiple times.
tatas. And I'm like, I'm half drugged.
So after she realized that
They're
I could
waiting.
still
I'm
feel
waiting for my
everything,
dad to
they
come
sat
in the
me
room
back
because
up,
they wouldn't let
slid
him
me over the
in
edge of
during the
table,
first like
had me
initial
lean face first
incision.
into this woman's
So
chest who
I'm
had
like face
melons
first in
for
this lady's
tatas.
chest, and I'm
And
like,
I'm like,
this.
I'm half drugged.
When they give me the next
I'm waiting
injection,
for my dad to come in
and
the
then they
room
sit me
because they
back.
wouldn't let
The
him
count,
in during the
I
first,
think
like,
they gave me like
initial
a 10-second
incision.
count, and then
So
they.
I'm like,
And
face
I don't know
first
why
in
they
this
didn't
lady's
notice,
chest,
because when
and
I'm laying
like
on the
this,
table, I had one foot
when
that
they
was banging into
give
my
me
other
the
foot.
next
This foot was
injection,
completely dead. I
and
couldn't
then they
fucking
sit
feel
me
it for
back,
nothing.
the count
But
go-
this
you
foot
know,
was still
I think
moving.
they gave me like
Like I
a
usually,
10-second
I'm a
count,
rocker
and
when
then
I
they-
sleep.
And I
So
don't know
I
why they
like
didn't notice, 'cause when I'm
when
laying
I
on the table,
when I
I
sleep
had
at
one
night,
foot
I
that
move
was
one of my
banging
legs
into
or
my
my
other foot.
hips.
This foot was
So
completely dead. I
if
couldn't
you ever
fucking
like
feel it for
sleep
nothing.
next to me,
But
I'm
this
like
foot
very
was still
annoying
moving.
until I go to sleep,
Like
and then
usually
I
I'm
quit
a
moving.
rocker when I sleep.
I do the same
So
thing
I
in the
like,
car. Is I'll sit and I'll
when
like
I-
knock one
when
knee
I
into the
sleep
other
at
one,
night, I
and it
move
shakes
one
the
of my
entire
legs
car.
or
So
my
every time we
hips.
would stop at a red
So
light,
if you ever
my mom
like,
would look
look
sleep
over at
next
me and
to
she'd
me, I'm
glare
like
at me
very
and be like,
annoying until I
"Would
go
you
to sleep,
fucking
and then I quit
quit
moving.
with your leg."
I do the same thing.
But
in
I
the
would
car,
sit
is
there
I'll
and
sit
just-
and I'll like knock one knee into the other one.
I would-
and it
I would
shakes
rock.
the entire car. So every time we
Um,
would stop at a red light,
It's a
my mom
coping
would look over at
mechanism,
me and she'd
technically,
glare at
for
me and be
people that
like,
have been abused.
"Would
It's a
fucking
common like
quit with your
sign or
leg?"
symptom that somebody's had
But
some
I would
sort of
sit there and
abuse,
just-
because the constant
I would
movement
rock.
is something that they can control, And so it's
a
something that we
coping
do
mechanism,
subconsciously.
technically, for people
Like
that have
right
been
now, my
abused.
foot's
It's a
going.
common like
So,
sign of
it's one of
symptom
those
that
things.
somebody's
It's a
had some
comfort
sort of
thing.
abuse, because
And
the
I've done
constant
it ever since I
movement
was
is
little.
something
Like
that
when
they
I was
can
little, I
control.
used to
And
do
so
this
it's something
in my
that we
crib,
do
and I'd have bruises
subconsciously,
all
like
up and
right
down my
now, my
back
foot's
from
going.
bashing into the bars on my crib.
So, it's
It's
one
a
of those
comfort
things.
thing.
It's a comfort thing.
So
and I've done it ever since I was little. Like when I was little, I
they
used to,
gave me the
I used to
second
do
spinal
this in my
injection,
crib,
that's when they
and I'd
strapped me to
have
the
bruises
table.
all
So
up
they
and down
put
my back from
Velcro
bashing into
straps
the
over your
bars on my
forearms,
crib.
and then they
It's a
or your
comfort thing.
forearms and your biceps, and they strap
so
you to places. So you can only
when
move like
they
your
gave me
hands.
the second spinal injection,
And I tell you what, the
that's
thing
when
they stick
strapped
up your
me to the
nose
table.
always
So
makes
they
your nose
put
itch, and you're
Velcro
like
straps
going.
over your forearms, and then
I'm
they
trying to
forearms
scratch
and
your
your
nose.
biceps. And they
Probably
strap
looks
you to
probably the
places.
most retarded
So you
thing
can't-
ever,
you can only
because
move, like,
I
your
know
hands.
trying to
And
get
I tell you what, the
far
thing they
enough off
stick
the
up your
table
nose
to get to
always
where my
makes your
hand
nose
was
itch.
strapped to
And you're
the
like going,
the Y straps.
trying to scratch your
Probably
nose.
looked really stupid.
Probably looks
So the
probably most retarded
anesthesiologist
thing
came up
ever,
and he
because
goes,
I know.
"Are you
trying
okay?"
to
I
get
said, "My
far
nose
enough off
itches.
the
Could you
table
help
to
a
get to
girl
where
out?"
My hand was strapped to the,
So he comes
the
over
Y
and
straps.
scratches my nose and said, "If you let my
probably
dad in,
looked
he would
really
do it for
stupid.
me, but
So
y'all
the
haven't let him in yet." He
anesthesiologist
goes,
came
"Well,
up
you're
and
still
he
bleeding
goes,
all over the damn table." I
"Are
said,
you
"I know.
okay?"
I'm still
I
waiting."
said,
"My
"Y'all
nose
waiting?
itches."
Could you
Ain't
help a
my
girl
fault.
out?
The anesthesiologist
So
either
he
didn't
comes
hit
over
something
and
right or
scratches my
didn't.
nose and said, "If you let
My
my
body
dad
just
in,
didn't
he
take
would
it.
do it
I'm
for me,
really
but
tough when it
y'all
comes to
haven't
pain
let him in yet."
medication.
He goes, "Well, you're still bleeding all
So
over the damn table." I said,
I
"I
could
know, I'm
take
still
like
waiting."
10 times
Y'all
the
are
amount of
waiting.
pain
Ain't my
medication
fault.
for a
The
normal person and still be
anesthesiologist
walking
either
around
didn't
and know
hit
my
something
name
right
and
or didn't
have coherent
my body just
conversations.
didn't take
But
it.
like
I'm
some
really
people you
tough when it
give
comes to
one
pain medication.
like medication to,
So
and they're like on the floor
I could
drooling,
take, like,
passed
10
out.
times the
You
amount
can
of
kick
pain
them and pee on them and
medication for a normal
throw shit
person
on them,
and
and,
still
and
be
they just
walking
they're
around and know
dead.
my name and
Me, I'm like,
have coherent conversations.
well, one
But,
wasn't
like, some
enough.
people you give one
Still
like,
having pain
medication
here.
to,
Can I
and
take
they're,
another
like,
one?
on the floor drooling,
So,
passed out.
I've always
You
been
can
really
kick 'em and pee on 'em and
tolerant to
throw shit
pain
on 'em
as
and
well as
they
pain
just- they're
medication.
dead. Me,
Um,
I'm like, well,
Unless it's
one
one of the
wasn't
meds that they
enough.
give you that really screws up your head,
still
and I
having
just
pain
I
here.
refuse
Can
to
I
take
take
those
another
because
one?
I want
So,
to be in
I've always been really
control of all of my
tolerant
mental
to pain
capacity
as well as pain
at all
medication.
times.
'Cause
Unless it's one of the meds
it's
that
a
they
control
give you
thing.
that really screws up your head, and then I
So
refuse
yeah,
to take those
it
because
took
I
about 20
want
minutes
to be
in
after that
control of
initial
all of my mental
incision
capacity
for my
at all
C-section
times.
before the doctor could actually
'Cause
start working on me
it's a
again
control
and finish. Like she had sliced through
yeah,
like
it
the
took
top
about
layer of my
20
skin and
minutes
then the under muscles
after
and stuff
that
like that. She
initial
hadn't gotten down to the
incision,
rectus muscle yet,
for my
which is
C-section before
the bottom of your
doctor
diaphragm,
could
that muscle
actually
right
start
underneath
working on me
your
again
diaphragm
and
that
finish-
allows you to
like she had sliced through
sit up,
like the top layer of my
breathe.
skin and then the under muscles
helps
and stuff like that.
when
She
you have
hadn't
like
gotten
stomach
down
aches
to
and
the
stuff.
rectus
That's the muscle
yet,
that's
which
all
is
like jumbled
the
and
bottom of your
crunched together and
diaphragm,
stuff.
that
So,
muscle right underneath your diaphragm that
but yeah,
allows
my
you
daughter was
to
born at like 8:30,
sit up,
8:39 a.m.
breathe.
because I had complications with my first
Helps,
C-section.
when
I had
you have,
all
like,
sorts of
stomach aches and
complications
stuff,
with my
that's the
first
muscle
C-section.
that's
It was
all, like, jumbled
bad.
and crunched together and stuff.
But I can't
so-
imagine 41 hours of labor.
But yeah, my daughter was born at like
I'd be like,
8:30,
just shoot me.
8:39 a.m. because
Get it
I had
out,
complications
get it,
with
get
my
it
first
out,
C-section.
get it
I had
out.
all sorts of complications with my first C-section. It was bad.
All right, I don't know what
But I
that
can't
message
imagine
was that you
41
deleted.
hours
I
of
didn't
labor.
see it.
I'd be like,
I
just
didn't
shoot me.
see it.
Just get it out, get it out,
Hello?
get it out.
Go away. All right, I don't know what that message was that you deleted. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Hello? Go away. So, okay, last night, last piece of good information, good news, whatever. I will turn the stream back on, go back into the game. Actually, I need to blow my nose.
That's what I need to do. So
I'm gonna go out here in the hallway
last night.
and do
Last piece of
good
that.
information, good news, whatever. I will turn the stream back on, go back into the game. Actually, I need to blow my nose.
That's what I need to do.
I'm gonna go out here in the hallway and do. I don't want to do that on the camera because it's rude. Okay, so other good
I don't
news.
want to do that on the camera.
I was on Twitter last night, just loaded Twitter. I noticed somebody that I follow was having issues with something on their YouTube channel. And I figured it
Okay,
was something
so,
that I knew enough
other
about
good
that maybe
news.
I could offer some advice. I was
So
on
I
Twitter
commented
last night, just loaded Twitter,
and
I
left
noticed,
some helpful
somebody
information,
that I
and they
follow was
replied back to
having
me. And
issues
this
with
is somebody
something
who
on their
has
YouTube
1.5 million
and
subscribers
I
on
figured
YouTube.
it was something that I knew enough
So
about
they're
that
not a
maybe
very
I could
small
offer
channel
some
like I
advice.
am. And they
So I
have like
commented
500,000 followers on
and
Twitter.
left some
Again, I
helpful
only have like
information, and they
300.
replied back to me. And this is somebody who has
So
1.5 million
she replied
subscribers
back,
on YouTube.
and then I replied back
So they're not a
again,
very
and I
small
said I'll
channel
send you a
like I am.
DM.
And they
And
have
she
like
said okay,
500,000
and then I sent her
followers on
a
Twitter.
direct message on
Again,
Twitter.
I only have like 300.
And then I sent her a video of how
so
things should look.
she replied
Sent her
back,
some links with
and
some
then I
information.
replied
I
back
tried helping
again,
her
and I
work her
said, "I'll send you a
situation out,
DM."
and then I accidentally
And she
clicked
said,
something
"Okay,"
on
and I sent
YouTube,
her
which
a
opened
direct
up
message on
Google
Twitter.
a Google chat message.
And then I
She's
sent
like, I
her a
don't have
video
Google chat. How did
of
you
how
get that?
things should look.
So I walked her
Sent her some
through the
links with some
steps of
information. I tried helping
clearing
her
her
work
cache and her
situation out,
cookies
and
and
then I
her
accidentally
history and
clicked
that kind of
something
stuff.
on
I had her
YouTube,
logger,
which
you know,
opened up
restart her
Google, a
computer,
Google chat
log
message.
back
She's like, "I
in,
don't
and
have
try and
Google chat. How
relink,
did you get that?"
you know, what she was
So I
trying to
walked her
do.
through the steps of
All while I'm talking to
clearing
YouTube,
her
explaining
cache
the
and her
situation,
cookies and her
understanding
history
that
and that
I
kind
know
of
that
stuff.
they
I had
can't
her
tell
logger,
me
you know,
anything. I just
restart her
needed
computer,
a link
log
to
back
give to
in,
her
and try
to
and
contact
relink,
them directly.
you know, what she was
Who am I
trying to
playing?
do.
Alarak. Okay. All while I'm talking to YouTube, explaining the situation, understanding that I know that they can't tell me anything.
Lord.
I just
Tassadar?
needed a link to give to her to
No,
contact
Kelpias.
them directly. Who am I playing? Alarak.
Okay.
So, while she was restarting, I was talking to YouTube for her, trying to get
Tassadar?
links so that she could contact them.
No,
Um,
Kelpias.
When she restarted her computer, she's like, "Oh my God, I have the chat message
So,
now. Thank you so much."
While
and
she
she's
was
like,
restarting, I was talking
"For
to
helping
YouTube
me,
for
I want to
her,
send
trying
you
to get
something. Give me,
links
you know,
so that
send me
she
your
could
address
contact
and I'll
them.
send it to you." She's another
when
indie
she
makeup
restarted
brand.
her
So this
computer,
is
she's
two
like, "Oh my
indie
God, I
makeup
have the
brands
chat
that have done
message
this
now.
to me
Thank you
now.
so much.
And she's like, "For helping me, I want to send you something. Give me, you know, send me your address and I'll send it to you." She's another indie makeup brand. So this is two indie makeup brands that have done this to me now. So anyways, we got talking on things last night, and I was like, well, you know, you don't have to send me anything. You know,
we got talking.
I did it because I
on
wanted to
things
help,
last night,
and I kind of figured I could help. That's why I helped. I wasn't
I was
doing
like,
it so that you
well,
send me something.
You know, you don't have to send me anything. You know,
So she was like,
I
"No,
did
no,
it
I
'cause I
still want to
wanted
send
to
you
help.
something." I said,
and I kind of figured I could
you know,
help.
I'm
That's
a
why
small business owner myself,
helped.
blah blah blah.
I wasn't
said, you
doing
know,
it so
I've
that you
reached
send
out
me
to you a
something.
while back about your product at XYZ store
So
that
she was like, "No, I still want to send you something." I said,
you know, I'm a small business owner myself, blah blah blah. I said, you know, I've reached out to you a while back about so
your
anyways,
product at
I
XYZ
had already
store
had
that-
interactions with her on Twitter about her makeup brand before, and the fact that I had tried to buy something from it, but every time I tried to buy from
So
it
anyways,
at the local
I had
store
already
where
had
she is also a
interactions with
vendor,
her on Twitter
everything was always
about her
open,
makeup
and I
brand
felt so
before,
bad. The
and,
fact that you know, every time somebody
fact that I had
opens
tried to
something
buy
and
something
swatches it,
from
you
it,
can't
but
sell
every
that
time I
product.
tried to
And
buy from
they
it
don't have
at the
testers for
local
this brand.
store where she
So
is
the
also
fact
a
that
vendor,
somebody is opening her
everything was
stuff
always open,
and doing
I felt
that
so bad.
makes it
The
even
fact
more
that,
shit.
You know, every time somebody opens something and swatches it, you can't sell that product, and they don't have testers.
So
for
anyway,
this
she
brand.
thanked me
So the
for
fact
like
that
a while
somebody is
back
opening
for
her stuff
finding that out and
doing
wanting
that
to help.
makes it even more shit.
Again, that's just the kind of person I am. If I can help, I do help.
So anyway, she
Hello?
thanked me for
What's-
like a
what's
while
very
back
dangerous?
for
Oh, I got hungry
finding that
again.
out and wanting to help.
Again, that's just the kind of person I am. If I can help, I do help. Hello? What's very dangerous? Oh my god, hungry again. So anyways, so we talked back and forth, and she said, "Do you mind if I share your website?" And I'm like, "No." I said, "You know, just I have a sale going on right now.
It's 30% off on orders over 25. Use code HOLIDAY.
So anyways,
you know,
so we
if you
talked
want to
back
let
and
people
forth,
know.
and
If you
she
do
said,
share
"Do you
it,
mind
I
if
said
share
I would,
your website?"
you know,
I'm like,
greatly
"No." I
appreciate it.
said,
Again,
you know,
I wasn't thinking
I
that
have a
she
sale
would send
going
me
on right
anything
now.
because I wasn't
It's 30%
interested
off
in.
on orders
I
over
mean,
25.
yet
Use
would I
code
love to try her
HOLIDAY,
brand? Absolutely.
you know,
But the
you wanna
fact
let
that
people
she
know.
offered
If you
and
do
she
share
didn't
it,
have
said
to
I would,
was just,
greatly
it was
appreciate
amazing to
Again,
me.
I wasn't thinking that she would send me anything because I wasn't interested in.
I just did that to myself.
Yet would I love to try her brand? Absolutely. But the fact that she offered and she didn't have to was just, it was amazing to me.
Die, fucker. Don't you go running off. Get back here.
Oh, I just
Are
did
you
that
dead
to
yet?
myself.
Death
Woo.
to all
That was
who
close.
serve the grave keeper.
I see your ass.
That seems generous.
Die, fucker. Don't you go running off. Oh, you turned me into a pig. That's fucking rude. So, long story short,
I see your
oh,
ass.
fuck. Oh, you turned me into a pig. That's fucking rude. She placed an order on my website last night.
So, long story short,
late. I mean, she's on the other side of the country, so it was closer to midnight her time. It came through in the morning time for me, and when I
placed
got
an
up at
order on my
4:30 this
website
morning,
last night.
I had her order
late. I mean, she's
and I
on the
pulled
other
it
side of the country,
and I
so
did
it
everything.
was
I packed
closer to
everything and it
midnight
went
her
out first
time.
thing this morning.
It came
So
through,
I still think it's amazing that
in the morning time.
somebody who
And when I got
owns
up at 4:30 this
another
morning,
cosmetics
I
brand
had her
that
order.
is,
And I pulled it
you know, they're
and
not
I
a
did
small brand
everything,
by
I
any
packed
means,
everything,
but they're
and it
still
went
an
out first thing this
independently
morning,
owned
so
brand.
I still
Took
think
the
it's
time,
amazing that
you know,
somebody who
out of her
owns,
night
another
to
cosmetics brand
to message
that,
me back
is
you know, to
they're not a
be
small
grateful
brand
for
by
the
any means, but
advice
they're
and
still
help
an
that I was able
independently
to
owned
give
brand.
her, and then
Took the
still
time,
went ahead
you know,
and
out of
purchased
her-
the
her
handmade
night
jewelry off my
to-
website. I think that
message
is
me
awesome.
back.
To be grateful for the advice and help that I was able to give her, and then still went ahead and purchased the handmade jewelry off my website.
that's
I think that's the other
awesome.
good news that I have. Oh shit, we got towers.
Choose a talent.
So yeah, that's the other good news that I have. Oh shit, we got towers.
Your powers will return, brave people, like all the others.
Whoops, I hit E and not R. Oh, I got turned into a pig again. Rude. Whoops, I hit E and not R. Why are you picking on me? There's two other guys you could have picked on. Oh, I got turned into a pig again. Rude. So, yeah. So, I'm going to be getting a mystery package from another
other guys you
makeup
could have picked
brand. Whenever she sends it, she said she'd be mailing out Black Friday sale stuff first, and then she'll get my goodie package
So
sent
I'm
out.
going to be getting a mystery package from another makeup brand.
So,
whenever she sends it, she
that's
said she'd
three
be
orders that I know
mailing
of
out
right there that are
Black Friday
coming,
sale
plus the
stuff
order
first,
for the
and
jewelry
then,
supplies that I
she'll
ordered.
get my goodie package sent out.
So yeah, I'm expecting multiple packages.
That's three orders that I know of right there
this
that are
week,
coming, plus the
and my
order
dad's
for the
expecting
jewelry
a few
supplies
as
that I
well.
ordered.
So yeah, I'm expecting multiple packages this week, and my dad's expecting a few as well.
Take the old
Oh, and I've been streaming on Twitch lately for gaming content and stuff, especially with the guys on the weekends when we play Overwatch and Philip pulls out beast mode and everything.
Oh, and I've been streaming on
which is fun because
Twitch
I get to play with the
lately,
guys, and if you guys ever
for
follow
gaming
me
content
on
and stuff,
Twitch,
especially with the guys on the
you'll get
weekends
to
when we
like
play
Jason's
Overwatch
in
and
there. My friend
Philip
Chris
pulls
is
out
in
beast
there,
mode
who
and
bought me
everything.
the Bright Memory game.
Which
He
is
plays
fun,
with us.
'cause I
My
get to
friend
play with the
Philip is in
guys,
there.
and
He's the one
if you
that
guys
gave
ever
me money
follow
to
me
get
on
like
Twitch,
the gift subscription
you'll
to
get to like Jason's in there. My friend Chris is in there.
BocceCharm
who bought me
for
the
3
Bright
months.
Memory
He's
game.
where I got
He
that.
plays with us. My friend Philip is in there.
And you know,
He's the
Philip
one that
occasionally
gave
sends me
like
money to
games,
get,
and
like he'll give
the
me like
gift
Blizzard money. I
subscription
really
to,
want the new Shadowlands expansion. It's on my wish list on
BocceCharm
Blizzard,
for 3 months.
but I
He's
can't.
Where I got that.
Oh,
And you know, Philip occasionally sends me like games, and he'll give me like Blizzard money. I really want the new Shadowlands expansion. It's on my wish list on Blizzard, but I can't. Somebody invited me to join. Hello?
what am I supposed to be playing? 3 games as a tank, healer, or bruiser.
Somebody invited me to.
Oh, tank or
Join.
bruiser. Okay, that works.
What am I
Oh.
supposed to be playing?
3 games as a tank, healer, or bruiser. So Hogger invited me to a party. Oh, tank or bruiser. Okay, that works. So Hogger invited me to a party. I always let people know when I'm streaming so that they know to be, you know, that their chat could be seen by more people. But like I said, I've had a lot going on. I've been filming a lot.
I always let people
when
know
my
when I'm
allergies
streaming so
allow
that
me
they
to.
know,
I've been filming like 2 iLooks.
you know,
I've been
that
trying
their
to do
chat
at
could
least
be
one
seen
set of
by
iLooks a
more
day.
people.
I've already started
But
my
like I said, I've had a lot
holiday
going on. I've been
looks. I've got
filming
2
a
done
lot.
so far. My
when
friend
my
tagged me in a
allergies allow
post and wanted me to do
I've
them.
been
I think
filming,
there's
like,
14
2
looks total.
iLooks. I've been
Do it
trying to
really
do at
quick
least
while I'm
one set of
living in.
iLooks a day.
That
I've
was
already
quick.
started my holiday looks. I've got 2 done so far. My friend tagged me in a post and wanted me to do them. I think there's
13 looks
14
total.
total.
Who am I? Oh, I'm Zol. Let's go tear shit up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So,
13 looks.
anyways,
total.
there's 13. Who am I? Oh, I'm Zol. Let's go tear shit up.
So, anyways, there's 13.
And okay, so Gamer Queen. I was like, what am I looking at down there? I'm not Gamer Fuzzy or White Fuzzy. What's his name? Something Fuzzy. Who is Fuzzy?
And
Yeah. Who
okay,
is,
so
who is Fitzy?
Gamer Queen.
Okay.
I was like, what am I looking at down there?
3 Gamer Fuzzy or White Fuzzy. What's his name? Something Fuzzy. Who is Fuzzy?
Yeah, who is?
Where are you
oh,
going,
who is
Stitches?
Fitzy? Okay.
Rude.
3.
Come on, come back. I got something for you. No. Where are you going, Stitches? Kill that bastard. Thank you. Rude. Woo. That was close. Come on, come back. I got something for you. No. So yeah,
that
so
bastard.
on the
Thank
weekends I've been gaming with Chris and Jason and Philip, or whenever they're free. We have a group on BattleNet so that, you know, when we're available, that we, you know, one of them shoots us a message and is like, hey,
so on the
anybody wanna
weekends I've
game?
been gaming with Chris and Jason
Kira.
and Philip, or whenever
And
they're
then,
free. We have
I made a
group
on
on BattleNet so that, you know,
Bastard.
when we're available, that we, you know, one of them shoots us a message and is like, hey, anybody want to game?
Zola is also from Diablo.
And then, I made a, hey. Bastard.
What are y'all down here doing? Hey, what's going on?
Zola is also from Diablo.
What are y'all down here doing? Hey, what's going on? Hello? Sorry, I got distracted again. Anyway, so we've been playing Overwatch when we have time.
Sorry, I got
Or when the
distracted
guys
again.
have time. I have time. That's not the problem. I have plenty of time. Oh,
Anyway,
No,
so
no, no.
we've been playing Overwatch.
we are not. No.
When we have time, or when the guys have time. I have time. That's not the problem.
I have plenty of time.
Oh, no. We are not. No.
Ooh, gotta run. Ooh, ow. So yeah, Philip has been pulling out beast mode when we play Overwatch. We've been doing the random heroes thing. We were just doing regular like gameplay, and then we started doing random heroes, and that is like confusing and hard and all sorts of
Philip has
fun
been pulling
stuff.
out beast mode when we
Ow!
play Overwatch. We've been doing the random heroes thing. We were just doing regular like gameplay, and then we started doing random heroes, and that is like confusing and hard and all sorts of fun stuff. Ow! But I play like other games and stuff on the like things that I can play like randomly and then still work. Like this morning I edited 2 YouTube videos, and I had like two games up at the same time that I was like playing and then I'd edit like
and then
things that I can
you know,
play like
I get busy.
randomly and then still work.
but I try
Like,
and
this
keep up
morning
with
I
my
edited
games because
2
I get
YouTube
bored really
videos,
easily.
and I
And
had
so
like two
I
games up at
always
the
am
same
finding
time that I
something
was,
to
like,
do.
playing and then I'd edit and then
Because especially when
I
you
get
go to
busy.
edit a video
But
and
I
you
try
have
and
to
keep
wait
up with
for
my games,
either
'cause I
the
get bored
editing
really easily
to catch up or the
and
render to
so
catch up, it's kind of a
always
pain
am
in the
finding
ass.
something to do.
Because especially when you go to edit a video, so
and
I always
you
play
have to
like
wait for
I have a couple
either the
Facebook games that I
editing
play,
to
and then
catch
I
up
play
or the render to
Shop
catch
Heroes.
up. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
Which is, Shop Heroes is an easy
So
game
I
to
always
play.
play like I have a couple Facebook games that I play, and then I play Shop Heroes. Which is, Shop Heroes is an easy game to play. Bastard. Got away. So, I think that's all of my updates and stuff. I know a lot of people are doing Vlogmas right now. If you guys want, I had videos go up the last day of last month and then the beginning of this month, and then I've got them scheduled for the next like 8 days. I know a lot of people
to
are
like
doing
December
Vlogmas
8th
right
or
now.
9th.
If
I've
you
got
guys
videos
want,
scheduled every other day. So if you want,
videos go up the last day of last month and then the
on
beginning
like
of
the
this
days
month, and
that
then I've
I
got it
don't
scheduled
post
for
an
the
actual like
next,
video
like, 8
video, because I
days
honestly
to, like, December
don't want
8th
to kill
or 9th.
myself
I've got
filming.
videos
I don't mind
scheduled
doing
every
live
other
streams.
day.
So if you want,
So
I
if
can
you
play a
want,
video game and live stream on YouTube.
on like the days that I
and
don't
do a live
post
stream
an actual, like,
in between the
video,
days
'cause
that
I
I'm not
honestly don't want to
actively posting a video.
I don't mind doing
And
live
if you guys are
streams,
interested
so
in
if
that,
you
let me
want,
know
I
like
can play a
what
video
time,
game and live stream on YouTube,
and I can make sure
and do a live
What the fuck
stream
was
in
that?
between the days that I'm not
Must have been
actively
hover.
posting a video.
Um,
and if you guys are interested,
I
in
can
that, let me
I can
know,
live stream
like,
during the
what
day. My
time,
dad's been getting home early
and
from
I
work because
can
right now their work
make
is a
sure-
little bit
What the fuck was
slow
that?
due to the holiday season. You would think
Must have been
people
hover.
are seeing family and whatnot, even though
I can
they ain't
live stream
supposed
during the
to.
day. My dad's been getting
But
home
again,
early from
Florida,
work 'cause right now their
People
work
here
is a
don't
little
freaking
bit
listen for nothing.
slow due to the holiday season.
Oh,
would
you want to
think
come hit my
people
friend,
are
huh?
Seeing family and whatnot, even though they ain't supposed to. But again, Florida, people here don't
Die,
freaking listen for nothing.
die. I'm gonna get your dog.
Oh, you want to?
I'm coming after you. Oh, you having some health issues there, buddy? You're laying face down. Die, die. Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of stuff
I'm gonna get
going
your
on.
I'm coming after you.
I still have hundreds of items to get
You
back
having some health
up on
issues
my
there, buddy?
website
You're laying face
for my business. I haven't had. I do have a photography type setup ready
I still have
to go.
hundreds of items to get back up on my website
For my business, I haven't had. I do have a
I'm coming,
photography
I'm coming.
type setup. Here he is. ready to go. Give me something to shoot. Give me something to swing at.
I'm
Kill your little dog.
coming.
Here he is. Give me something to shoot. Give me something to swing
hello?
at. Kill your little dog. Get off of him. Go away. Die. 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 Hello? Oh, I forgot I had a turret. Get off of him. Go away. Die. 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 Oh, I forgot I had a turret. Ooh, run, run! No, get out of there! Ooh, run! Woo! Run! No, get out of there! Regina still hasn't paid the money that she owes my dad. The $80-something that she owes him. And she tags me and posts occasionally on Facebook, but doesn't
Regina
return
still
text
hasn't
messages or
paid
phone
the money
calls.
that she owes
Even
my
though
dad.
that money would
The
be
$80-something
gratefully
that she owes
appreciated by
him.
my father right about now, since, like I said, he drained his checking
And
account and his
she
savings account to pay off the house,
Tags me and posts occasionally on
leaving
Facebook,
him with
but
no
doesn't
backup
return text
money,
messages or
no
phone
cushion
calls.
money. Like, if
Even
something
though
major
that money would
happened,
be
my dad has no
gratefully appreciated by my
no
father right
fallback
about
now.
Since, like I said, he drained
I
his
guess it's
checking account
a
and
good
his
thing
savings
that,
account to pay off
you know,
the
he's
house,
still working,
leaving him
because
with no backup money.
that was
no
basically
cushion
money that he
Like,
had
if
saved
something
up
major
for his
happened, my dad
retirement,
has
and
no-
he spent it all to
no
pay off the
fallback
house.
now.
But that's one less bill
I guess it's
to have to
a
pay.
good thing that you know he's still working because.
But yeah, no, she's a piece of shit.
That was
and I've
basically
told her
money
that
that
she was a
he had
piece of shit
saved
for
up
borrowing
for his
money and then not paying it
retirement,
back.
He spent it all to pay off the house. But that's one less
And
bill
we just
to have
that's
to
a,
pay.
that's a big no in my book. But yeah, no, she's a piece of shit, and I've told her that she was a piece of shit for borrowing money and then not paying it back. And we just, I think what
that's a
she
big
did
no in
was
my book.
wrong. She didn't have any intention of paying us back from what it looks like. Fucking dog, get your fucking bear off me. I think what she did was wrong. She
Ugly ass
she
bear.
didn't have any intention of paying us back from what it looks like. Fucking dog. Get your fucking bear off me. Oh, thanks, Casey. A whole lot of getting too close, getting your health down to
Ugly-ass
almost
bear.
nothing and going, oh shit! I've died what, once? Yeah, I've died
thanks,
once.
Casey.
I'm used to being
A
a
whole
tank
lot
in
of
most games,
getting
so
too
I just
close,
kind of like
getting your
bum
health
rush
down
in
to
and I go
almost nothing and going,
oh shit!
Here he is. That's here. Ta-da.
I've died what, once? Yeah, I've died once. I'm used to being a tank in most games, so I just kind of like bum rush in and I go
Here he is. That's here. Ta-da.
Hey, who hit me? Oh, did he just eat somebody? That's fucking gross. Spit him out. Oh, God, I'm dead. Hey, who hit me? Kira got me. Bastards. Oh, did he just eat somebody? That's fucking gross. Spit him out. Oh, God, I'm dead. Kira got me. Bastards. God, it takes forever to not be dead. Am I not dead yet? How about now? Hurry up. Fucking time. God, it takes forever to not be dead. Am I not dead yet? How about now? Hurry up. They're gonna have it down before I get there. No! I mean, I did help take it down before they killed it, but you know. They're gonna have it down before I get there. No! Dead twice. I mean, I did help take it down before they killed it.
So wait, Hogger? Is that a new character?
Dead twice.
I'm gonna have to find out. Cause I didn't know they had.
So wait, Hogger?
I know who
Is that a new
Hogger is. She's from World of Warcraft, but I'm gonna have to find out. Cause I didn't know they had. I know who Hogger is. She's from World of Warcraft, but he is. He's new. Anybody else new? He is. He's new. Anybody else new? She must be new. Hogger's new. And since they all left a party, how long have I been streaming for? Hogger's new. Turn that off for a minute. They all left an hour and a half. Well, how long have I been streaming gameplay going on? Wow, talk about lag. Turn that off for a minute. An hour and a half. Whoops, I didn't mean to touch that. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna end the live stream here. Lots of like updates and stuff going on. A lot of exciting things. I can't get over
So yeah, I
the
guess
fact
I'm gonna
that
end the live stream here.
not only
Lots of,
one
like,
but two
updates
indie makeup
and
brands
stuff going on.
bought stuff from my website and are willing to, you
A
know,
lot of exciting things.
even take a look at my website. So that is exciting
can't
for
get
me.
over the fact that not only one but
I've
two
had
indie makeup brands
lots of fun.
bought stuff from my website and are
You know,
willing to
with the one
you know,
brand I'm familiar
even
with,
take
I've
a
been
look at
talking
my
to them
website.
for
So that
years.
is
So
exciting for me.
it's nice to be able to work out a business deal with
I've
them
had
so that they get
lots
something
of
and I get
fun,
something, and I'm sure we will, you know, both enjoy
you know,
it. And then with the other
brand, I'm
one,
familiar
I
with
wasn't
them, talking
expecting
to 'em
anything
for
out of helping
years,
her.
so
I just helped her because
it's nice
I
to
thought
be
I
able to work
could,
out
and
a
I was
business deal
thankfully
with
able to
them
help
so
her
that they
enough
get
to get
something
to
and
where
I
she
get
needed to
something,
talk
and I'm
to
sure we will, you
the
know, both
right
enjoy
people
it.
for
And
the
then with the other one,
YouTube.
I wasn't expecting anything out of helping her.
I
I just helped her because I
appreciate the content that she's put out over the years, even when people have kind of shit on her for it, but I've always kind of looked up to her. And she put out a series a while back about
appreciate the content that she's
women's
put out
stories
over
and
the
women that
years,
had gone through like
even
really
when
hard
people have
times
kind of shit
and
on her for it, but
learning
I've
about
always kind
how
of looked
they've
up to her.
picked themselves up by their bootstraps and
she
basically
put out a
put
series
their
a
lives
while
back in
back,
order, even after
about
having traumatic experiences,
women's stories
and
and
how
women that had gone
she
through,
went
like,
in and
really
did
hard
hair and
times
makeup and
and
clothing
learning
and
about
lifestyle
how
kind of
they've
stuff for
picked
them.
themselves up by their
To
bootstraps and
not
basically
only
put their lives back in
were
order,
they
even
doing a
after
whole new
having
perspective on
traumatic
their life, and they had
experiences,
just,
and
you
how
know, put
she
all the
went
ducks
in
in a
and
row
did
for
hair
their
and makeup
lives,
and
but she came in and
clothing
gave them
and
like a
lifestyle
whole
kind
new
of stuff for them,
like
to
not only appearance,
were
I guess you
they
could say,
doing a whole new
for
perspective on their life,
their
and they had
new
just, you know, put
goings
all the
on
ducks in a row
because
for their lives,
of the
but
fact
she came
that
in and gave them like a whole new, like
some of the women in the
appearance,
videos,
I
I
guess
had
you
gone
could say,
through some of the
for
situations that some of them
their
had.
new
So I understand how
goings on
hard it
because
was for them
the
to go
fact
through those
that,
things. But then to have Marlena come in and
like some of
do
these- like some of the
makeovers
women
and have
in
somebody
the
come in
videos, I had gone
and
through
freshen up
some
their
of the
hair and give them a whole new
situations that some of them
style.
had.
And Marlena
So
did
I
makeup,
understand
and she
how hard
owns
it
Marstay, which
was
is a
for
clothing
them to
line,
go through those
which
things,
it's a very
but then to
pricey
have
brand.
Marlena come in
But
and
they have some clothes
do,
that I absolutely love the
makeovers
way
and
that
have
they
somebody
look.
come in and
freshen up their hair and give them
But
a whole new
again, I
style,
can't
and
afford
Marlena did
most of the
makeup,
stuff
and
that she
owns
sells.
Marstay, which is a
Because
clothing
one of the
which
skirts
is very
was like
pricey
$50 or
brand,
$60,
but they have some
and
clothes
for
that I
me,
absolutely love
that's
the
a
way that
lot
they
of money
look.
to spend on an article of clothing. Even though, like,
but
when
again,
I
I
wear
can't afford
clothes, I
most of the
wear it
stuff
for
that
like
she
20
sells.
plus years.
Because
Um,
one of the skirts,
But just
was
watching
like $50 or
how
$60,
she interacted
and
with
for
people,
me, that's a
and
lot of
how
money
she
to
has
spend
run her
on an
business
article
over
of
the
clothing,
years,
even
and
though,
how
like,
she's dealt with
when I wear
online drama,
clothes,
and
I
when
wear it for like 20
somebody has
plus
come up
years.
on YouTube and said, well, this is this and this is
but
that,
just
and oh, this
watching
doesn't happen, and
how
Marlena
she
came out and she's
interacted
like,
with people,
excuse me, this does happen,
and
here's
how
the
she has
proof.
run her business over the years,
I
and how
really
she's dealt with online
commend her
drama,
for that,
and when
because I'm sure
somebody has
it
come
wasn't
up on
easy to
YouTube
do
and
that.
said, well, this is
And then,
this
of
and
course,
this
you
is
get
that,
little
and, oh, this doesn't
shitheads like
happen, and
James
Marlena
Charles
came out,
that
and she's
are
like,
like,
excuse
oh, well,
me,
you
this
just
does
don't know
happen,
how
here's
it
the
works.
proof.
You're that woman.
I really
And to
commend
have
her for
somebody
that,
that's
because
like
I'm
19 years
sure it
old
wasn't easy to
attack
do that.
somebody who was over
And then, of course,
40.
you get little
I think
shitheads
she's a
like
couple years
James
older than
Charles
I am.
that are like, oh, well,
Um,
you just don't know how it
and
works. You're that woman.
I just couldn't believe
And
the
to have
mentality
somebody
of this
that's, like,
child
19 years
coming at
old
her,
attack somebody who was over 40,
saying some of the things that
I
he did
think
on
she's a
social
couple years older
media.
than I am.
It's one of the reasons why I can't stand him.
and
I can't
I
stand
just
him as a
couldn't
person. I can't stand him
believe
as a
the
creator.
mentality of this child
I don't like the way he
coming at
talks.
her,
I don't like the way he talks about
saying
things.
some
I
of the
don't like
things
the
that
way
he did
that
on
he
social
talks to some of
media.
his
It's one of the
subscribers,
reasons
and I
why
just
I
I don't like him as a
can't stand
person.
him.
I don't know him
I
personally,
can't
but
stand him
from
as a
what I
person. I
see
can't stand him
online
as
and
a
his
creator.
interactions with people, I don't like
the
him.
way he talks. I don't like the way he talks about things.
But
I don't
Marlena
like the way that
is
he talks to
somebody
some of
that
his subscribers. and
always
I
tries
just,
to
I
be
don't like him as a
positive. She's
person.
always
I don't know
uplifted
him
other
personally,
people.
but from what I see
She is somebody
online and
that
his
I look
interactions
up
with
to.
people, I
And
don't
again,
like him.
she's not much older than I am.
But
when it came
Marlena
to
is
relaunching her
somebody
brand,
that
rebranding her
always
brand,
tries to be
bringing out
positive.
new
She's
products
always
and stuff like
uplifted
that,
other
she
people.
tried to focus on
She
women
is
that were
somebody that I look up
35
to.
and up.
And again, she's not much
to
older
send
than I
her
am.
makeup to for
But
PR.
when it
And of
came
course, I
to
applied for the
relaunching
PR.
her brand,
I
rebranding her brand,
never
bringing
expect to
out
get
new
on PR
products and
because
stuff
of the
like
size
that.
of my
She
channel.
tried to focus on women
But
that
also
were
due to my age,
35
nobody
and
is willing
up
to take a chance
to
on
send her
you know,
makeup to
somebody
for
with less than
PR. And of
4,000
course, I applied
subscribers
for the
that
PR. I never expect
you
to
know,
get on PR because
is
of the
40
size
years
of my
old.
channel.
So
but also due to
those
my
are things
age,
that
nobody
I
is
have
willing
to
take a
realistically
chance on,
look at and
you
be
know,
like,
somebody
okay,
with less than
well,
4,000
I'm not
subscribers that,
what they're looking for. I don't have like thousands
know,
of views on my
is 40
videos.
years old.
They're not willing to spend the money
those
on
are things
PR
that I
for
have
somebody
to
like me.
realistically look
And
at
I understand
and be
that.
like, okay,
Now,
well,
if I had like
I'm
15,000
not
plus
what they're looking
subscribers,
for.
maybe
don't
I might
have,
get PR.
like, thousands of views on my videos.
But it is what it is.
They're not willing to
even
spend
still,
money
I think my
on
age has a
PR
lot
for
to do
somebody
with
like
it.
me.
Even though people don't
And I
realize I'm
understand that.
40,
Now, if I had
they
like
do realize that
15,000
I'm not
plus
20 years
subscribers,
old.
maybe I might get PR.
So
But it
I
is
don't know.
what it is.
I appreciate
Even
some of the
still,
things that
I think
Marlene
my
has done over
age
the
has a lot
years,
to do
and I've
with
always
it,
looked
even
up
though
to
people
her
don't
for
realize I'm
a number of
40.
years.
They do
and I
realize
realized
that I'm
last
not
night
20
I was
years old.
unsubscribed from her YouTube channel, even though
So,
I didn't unsubscribe. So
I don't know. I
fixed
appreciate
that.
some
I
of the
follow her
things
on
that
Instagram
Marlene
and
has
I
done
follow
over
her
the
on Twitter.
years,
Why would
and
I
I've always
unsubscribe
looked
on
up
YouTube?
to her for a
You know,
number of
it's one of
years.
those things.
And I
And
realized last night
I personally had a
was unsubscribed from her
conversation
YouTube channel,
the
even
other
though
day
I
with
didn't unsubscribe.
somebody on
So
YouTube because I was having
fixed that.
issues
I
with
follow
the
her on
description
Instagram
box
and
for
I
a
follow her
video.
on Twitter. Why would I
The
unsubscribe on YouTube?
November Shop My Stash
You
one.
know, it's one of
I
those
could not
things.
get. That's
And
why a video
I
didn't go
personally had a
up one day
conversation,
last month.
the other day
every
with
other day, like I
somebody on
planned,
YouTube
was because I
having
couldn't get the
issues with
description box to
description
save.
for a video.
So
November
I ended
Shop
up
My
talking
Stash
with
one.
Google
I
and
could
got
not
some
get that's why a
information,
video
and
didn't go up
78 people have the bell turned on for
because
notifications,
I
but
couldn't
he
get the
tried to
description
show me
box to
how
save.
in my analytics that even
so
though the bell
I ended up
notifications
talking
go
with
out
Google
to
and
between
got some
77 and
information,
144 people out of
78
my
people
subscriber
have
count,
the bell turned
0
on for
people ever
notifications,
clicked
but
the
he tried to show
notification.
me how
0.
in my
And I
analytics
went
that
back like
even
months
though
on
the
my
bell
videos to
notifications
look
go
at
out to
because it tells us
77 and 144
let's see if I can
people
pull it up.
out of my subscriber count.
account,
on the
zero
YouTubes,
people ever clicked
because
the
it was
notification.
interesting because I had
Zero.
never really
And
thought
I
about
went
that
back, like,
because
months on
people
my
always said
videos to
that
look at-
because it tells us
Let me see if I can pull it
you know
up.
that they never get notified.
On
Well,
the
according to YouTube, the notifications
Because
are
it was
going out for these
interesting 'cause I'd
videos,
never
and
really
people
thought
just
about
aren't
that.
looking at them.
Because people always said
Let me
that,
get a video pulled
um,
up. I'll go back a few.
You know that they never get
Okay,
notified.
here's one for
well,
November 5th.
According to YouTube, the notifications are going out for these
And then
videos,
I'll turn my screen
and
back
people
on to
just
show
aren't
you.
looking at them.
Let me get a video pulled up. I'll go back.
Well, I do look younger, Casey. That's very helpful for me,
Okay,
but
here's one for November
you know, I also
5th.
am not 20, and a lot of brands are looking for
And I'll turn my
for
screen
that.
back on
Okay,
to show you.
let me turn my screen back on.
Whoops.
Well, I do look younger,
Wrong
Casey.
window.
That's
very helpful
okay.
for
If you
me,
look
but,
here where it
you
says
know, I
bell
also am not
notifications
20,
sent,
and a lot of brands are
79
looking for
subscribers
that.
got the
Okay.
notifications right here.
Let me turn
100%
my screen back on.
that had the bell turned on.
Whoops.
Notifications
Wrong
click
window.
through.
Okay, if you look
0%.
here where it says bell
So
notifications
out
sent,
of, and it says my
79
typical on
subscribers
YouTube
got
is
the notifications
0.5% to 2.5%, which is
that had
typical
the bell
for
turned
all
on.
of YouTube.
notifications
That's the click-through rate for all of YouTube.
0%.
So,
So
it shows
out
you
of-
that 79
and it says
people
my
were
typical on
notified
YouTube is
via the bell
0.5%
notification
to
on
2.5%,
YouTube that my
which is
video
typical
went
for
out,
all of YouTube.
and 0 people
That's
clicked
the
it.
click-through
And
rate
he
for
said
all
that
of
that
YouTube.
right there is
So
what
it
is
shows
hurting my
you that
analytics
79
on
people
my
were
videos.
notified
So like when I
via
post
the
a new
bell
video and I get
notification
like
on
20
YouTube
views
that my video
in the
went
first
out,
like 3 days,
and
he
0
said
people
if
clicked
people
it. And
clicked
he said that right there is
notification
what is
from their
hurting my
the bell
analytics
notification,
on
he
my
said that
videos.
YouTube
So
would
like
push
when
my
I
video
post a new
out to more
video and I
people.
get like 20
So
views
instead of getting
in the first
20
like 3
views in
days,
3
he
days, I
said
might get
if
20
people
views the
click
first day
that,
instead. So he said that that's
notification from
hurting my
the
channel
bell
a lot, and he
notification,
said,
that
I'm not
YouTube
picking
would
up
push
new
my video out to
subscribers
more people.
from them pushing
So
out my
instead of
content
getting
because
20
my
views
content
in 3
isn't
days,
being
I might
pushed
get
to
20
other people
views the
because
first
I
day
don't have
instead.
engagement for
So
like
he
the
said
bell.
that's hurting
People
my
aren't
channel a lot, and he
commenting
said,
on the
I'm
videos,
not
and
picking
people
up
are
new
not liking.
subscribers
Even if you
from
like
them
or
pushing
dislike
out
the
my
video, it's
content
still
because
engagement.
my
So
content
due to
isn't
those
being
3
pushed to
factors,
other people
people
because I
are
don't
not
have
seeing
engagement
my
for,
channel.
like, the bell. People aren't,
And he said that that's
commenting
why
on the
my
videos,
subscriber
and
number
people are not
basically has stayed the
liking-
same. Actually,
even
it's
if you like
gone
or
down
dislike
quite a
the
bit.
video, it's still engagement.
And I
So
asked him
due to
about
those 3
doing
factors, people are not seeing
an audit
my
on my
channel,
account to get rid of all those
and he
fake
said that
Russian
that's
people
why
that signed
my
up like
subscriber
2
number
years
basically
ago
has
when
stayed
my
the same.
account got
Actually,
hacked.
It's gone down quite a bit.
And he said that
and I asked him about doing a
as they disable their accounts
an
or
audit
whatever,
on my
as their
account
accounts
to
are
get rid of all
disabled,
those
YouTube is
fake
automatically
Russian
removing
people
them.
that
And I
signed
do
up,
see
like,
that on
2
my
years
side.
ago when my account
But
got
there's
hacked.
like
um,
out of the
and he said
4,800 people that
as
automatically
they
subscribed to
disable
my
their
channel
accounts
within
or
that
whatever, as their accounts are
72-hour window
disabled,
before
YouTube
I
is
got my account
automatically
back.
removing them, and I do
Um,
see that on my side.
You know, about
But
700
there's,
of them have already been
Out of
removed
the
from my channel. So
4,800
that's like
people that
a lot of
automatically
people.
subscribe to my channel.
And of
within
course, they
that
did a purge a couple years
72-hour
ago
window
where
before I
like
got my account back.
130 people, 138 people were also
You know,
removed
about
then.
700 of them
Um,
have already been removed from my channel.
I
so
just
that's
feel
like
that there's like
a lot of
2,000
people-
subscribers that are subscribed to
and
my
of course
channel.
they
They're
did a
not
purge a
legit.
couple years ago
And I've
where,
asked
like,
them multiple times to
130
remove them,
people,
and they
138
won't.
people were also
And there's no
removed
way,
then.
like, if I click on somebody's channel and I click
just
block
feel that
and then
there's, like,
unblock, like if you're on
2,000
Instagram or
subscribers that are
Twitter and you
subscribed to my
block
channel
somebody
that
and then
are not
unblock
legit,
them, it
and
just
I've
gets
asked
them to
them
unfollow
multiple
you.
times to
It's not
remove
that way
them,
on
and
YouTube.
they
All that
won't.
does
And there's
is
no way,
disallows
like, if I
them from
click
commenting on your
on somebody's
videos.
channel and I click
It
block and
doesn't
then
keep them
unblock,
from
like, if you're
liking
on
or disliking
Instagram
your
or Twitter
videos.
and
It
you
doesn't
block
keep them
somebody
from
and then
watching your
unblock them,
videos.
it
All
just
it
gets
does,
them to
and it doesn't
unfollow you.
unsubscribe them
It's not
either.
that way on YouTube.
So I'm
All
like,
that
I
does
wish there was a
is
way that we could
disallows
go
them from
through
commenting on
and
your
remove
videos.
subscribers.
It doesn't
especially
keep them
if
from liking
it's,
or disliking
you know,
your
somebody
videos.
that
It
we
doesn't
think
keep
is
them from
fake
watching
or
your
a bot
videos. All
account.
it does, and it doesn't
There's a
unsubscribe
lot
them
of people
either.
on my channel
So
that
I'm like, I
subscribed
wish
to me
there was a
back in
way
like
that we could go
2018
through
during
and
that,
remove
you know, several day
subscribers,
period in March.
especially if
That
it's,
I think
you know, somebody that we
it would
think
be
is
nice if
fake
we
or
had the
bot
option
account.
to remove them from our
There's a lot of
subscription
people
list,
on my
like we
channel
can
that
with everything
subscribed to
else.
me back in,
We
like,
can remove
2018
people as
during
followers
that,
and subscribers
several day
for
period in March
Twitch,
that I think,
Facebook,
it would be
Twitter,
nice if we had the
Instagram,
option to
everywhere
remove them
else
from
that
our
I know
subscription
of,
list, like we
except for
can with
YouTube.
everything
And I kind of,
else. We can
I'm waiting
remove
to see if
people
they'll
as
give us
followers
that
and
option because they've
subscribers
changed a
for
lot of stuff in the
Twitch,
backside of YouTube.
Facebook, Twitter,
but
Instagram.
you know,
everywhere else
it
that
is
I
what it
know
is.
of,
I'm hoping
except
that
for
they give us
YouTube.
that
And I
feature
kinda-
someday,
I'm
but
waiting
as of
to
right
see
now
if
they
they'll give us
haven't.
that option,
But
'cause
they
they've
added a
changed
new
lot of
feature
stuff
up
in
here
the
at the
backside
top,
of
if you look,
YouTube.
it says chat with
Um,
creator support. That's
but-
new. Oh,
You know,
You
it is
can't
what it
see it
is.
'cause I'm in the way.
hoping that they give us that feature someday,
me-
but as of right now,
Whoop.
they haven't. But they added a new feature up here at the top. If you look, it says chat
I
with
just moved
creator
the wrong
support.
window.
That's new.
okay.
Oh,
Let me go back here. That way you can see it.
you can't see
now
it
that
'cause
I
I'm in
moved
the way.
myself out of the way.
Let me.
There you go. Now you can see it. That's a new feature they just added, and I like it. I like the fact that, you know, if
that
you
I
need
moved
help with
myself out of the
something
way.
immediately instead of emailing and then waiting several days for them to email you back, you have this new chat feature, and you can talk to somebody within minutes, and it's amazing.
I like the
And
fact that
I didn't think a channel at my
if you
size
need
would be
help
able
with
to have
something
that feature,
immediately,
and we have it.
instead
And I
of
was like,
emailing and then waiting several days
so
for them to email you
it's
back,
something
you
new
have
that
this new
YouTube's
chat
done,
feature,
and
you can talk to somebody
a
within
lot of the new
minutes, and
changes,
it's
like this
amazing.
bell notification,
And
this
I didn't think a
this
channel
right
at my
here
size would be
is
able to
new.
have that feature,
They didn't
and we
have this
it,
feature
and I was
before.
like,
They had these
So,
like other options and
it's something
stuff,
new that
but this
YouTube's
bell
done, and
notification thing is
a lot
new.
of the new changes,
There's a bunch
like
of
this
new
bell
things on the
notification,
back
this-
side of YouTube
this right here
that I like,
new.
and then also
They
because
didn't
I
have
use
this feature
TubeBuddy, which is
before.
what this little red thing is
they
up
have
here.
these,
That's
like, other
TubeBuddy.
options and stuff, but
It's
this
another
bell
service that I'm subscribed to,
notification
kind of like
thing
my
is
Social
new.
Blue Book.
There's a bunch of new things on the
And
back side
there's
of
also
YouTube,
like
that
things
I like,
that
and then also
TubeBuddy
because I use
has
TubeBuddy,
that
which is
they
what this
can
little red
show
thing
us
is up
extra
here, that's
analytics and
TubeBuddy.
extra features and stuff
It's
like
another
that. And I think
service
it's
that
an
I'm
amazing
subscribed to,
feature.
kinda like my Social
So
Blue
there's a
Book.
lot of changes that have happened to YouTube lately
there's
that a lot of
also,
people
like,
aren't familiar
things
with.
that TubeBuddy
And
has
I know
that
Marlena was a
they
little
can
confused
show us
last night
extra
when I was
analytics and extra features
talking
and
with
stuff like
her
that, and I
about
think
some of
it's
the
an amazing
things, and we
feature.
went back and forth
So
and
there's a
messaged
lot of changes
on
that
Twitter.
have happened to YouTube lately
But
that a lot of people aren't
hopefully I
familiar
was able
with.
to help her figure out a few things on her
I know
channel
Marlena
and
was
get
a little
things
confused
squared
last
away.
night when I was talking with her about some
But,
of the
yeah.
things, and we went back and forth and messaged.
It is what it
on
is.
Twitter.
You know, I have a Patreon, and I never really talk
hopefully I was
about it.
able to help her figure out a few
You know, because
things on her
sometimes I don't
channel
post on
and
there
get
for
things
weeks on end because I
squared
just
away.
get so super busy. But right now I've got
But
posts
yeah.
scheduled for like the first 2
It
weeks
is
of
what it is.
December.
You
So
know, I have a Patreon,
I'm like
and
ahead
I
of
never
the
really
game.
talk about it. You know, because sometimes I don't post on there for weeks on end. Cause I
On
just get
YouTube,
so
I've
super
got
busy, but
several
right now
videos
I've got
scheduled. I think,
posts
like I said, it's
scheduled
either the 8th
for,
or
like,
the
the
9th
first
of
2 weeks
December.
of
I've got
December,
videos
so
scheduled
I'm,
to.
like,
I have another
ahead
one
of
that
the
I need to
game.
upload right now that finished exporting earlier today. It's
On
another
YouTube,
get
I've
crafty
got
with me kind of
several
video.
videos scheduled. I think, like I said, it's either the 8th or the 9th of
So
December.
I have that.
I've
I've got a bunch of makeup videos that I imported. I've got videos on here that I need to import.
Another
This is
get
a
crafty with me
32
kind of
gig
video.
card. It's full, and I think the one that's up
So
there
I have
right
that.
now
I've got a
on
bunch
the
of makeup
computer,
videos that I
don't
imported.
think I've got
imported that
videos
yet,
on here
or
that I
maybe
need to import. Maybe I
This is
imported one
a
and not the other. I
32
can't remember
gig
which.
card.
I'll have to pull it up and
It's
look.
full, and I think
But
the
I
one
have
that's up
like the
there
holiday
right now,
videos that I've already started
on the
filming
computer.
those.
Don't think I've imported
The
that yet,
third
or
part
maybe
of the
I-
6 look
maybe
6
I imported
palettes for
one
the
and
fall
not the other.
palettes
I can't
video.
remember which.
I
I'll have to pull it up and look.
edited that
but
the
I
other
have,
was it
like, the
yesterday
holiday
morning. I think I
videos
finished
that
editing
I've
that. It
already
took me like 3
started
days to
filming
edit it.
The third
I've got
part
like a
of the
bunch of like
6
video
look
game
6
footage
palettes for the
to
fall
edit,
palette video.
and
I
with talking with the
edited
gentleman
that
the other day
was it
from
yesterday
YouTube,
morning, I think I finished
he
editing that.
basically
It took me,
said
like, 3
that he
days to
would
edit it.
recommend if I want to continue to do gamer content
I've got,
to
like, a bunch of, like,
make a
video
second
game
channel
footage
for
to
just
edit.
that. And I
And
was like, yeah, but I already
with
have 2
talking
channels.
with the
And
gentleman
he's
the
like,
other
well, maybe
day
you
from
could start
YouTube,
posting your gaming
he
content
basically
over
said
there on
that he
that
would
channel
recommend
versus
if I
this
wanna
one.
continue to
I was
do
like,
gamer
yeah, I use that
content
channel for
to
vlogs and
make a
like
second
random
channel
stuff.
for
And he's
just
like, well,
that.
I mean,
I was like, yeah, but I already have
makeup
2
is
channels.
makeup and skincare and
he's
stuff
like,
is
well,
what
maybe
you
you
mainly
could
do on
start
this
posting
channel,
your
right? And I was
gaming
like, yeah.
content
He's
over
like,
there
well,
on that
gamer content
channel
kind of doesn't
versus
make
this
sense. I was
one.
like, neither does
I
the
was like,
jewelry
yeah, I
stuff,
use
but this
that
channel
channel
was
for
started for
vlogs
my
and, like,
business.
random stuff. And
Said
he's
this
like, well,
channel
I
was
mean,
built and
makeup
designed
is-
for
makeup and
me
skincare
to
and stuff
show
is what you mainly do on
handmade
this channel,
jewelry
right? I was like,
and
yeah. He was like,
sewing
well,
and
gamer
crochet
content
and
kinda
cross
doesn't make
stitch and
sense. I was like, neither
crafting
does the
and
jewelry stuff, but
painting
this
and all
channel
the
was
other
started
stuff
for
that
my
I do
business.
specifically for
Said
like my
this channel
business.
was
And
built
he's like,
and
well, that
designed
makes
for
sense.
me
Well, wait,
to
how did you get
show
into makeup? I was like,
handmade
well,
jewelry and sewing and crochet.
so
and
I
cross
know
stitching
this
and
channel
crafting and
is more
painting
than
and all the other
just
stuff that I
makeup
do
looks because
specifically
it
for,
was
like, my
initially
business.
started for
And
my
he's
business.
like,
That's why
well, that makes
the
sense. Well, wait,
URL
how did
for
you
it
get
is
into makeup? I was like,
OSPFL.
well,
It's the initials for my business.
so I know this channel.
So I don't
is more
mind-
than just makeup
Here.
looks because
Here,
it was
Tractor.
initially started for my business.
I don't
That's
mind
why the
sharing
URL for it is
other video
OSPFL.
content
It's
on
the
here,
initials
and I'm
for my
more than
business.
just makeup. I'm a whole lot more than just makeup.
So I don't mind.
So I want to be able to show that, and this is where my largest
I don't
audience is.
mind
So why would I post my
sharing
gaming content on a channel
other
with
video
200
content on
subscribers
here, and I'm more than
when
just
this is
makeup.
where
I'm a
I
whole
interact
lot
with
more than
people the
just
most?
makeup.
Oh, somebody commented on something on Facebook.
So I want to be able to show that, and this is where my largest audience is. So why would I post my gaming content on a channel with 200 subscribers when this is where
yeah.
I interact with people the most? Oh, somebody commented on something on Facebook.
Amanda finished her decorating her phallic symbol for her
yeah.
living room. It's pink. No, go away. Make sure that it doesn't show her name or anything on there. I don't want to dox her.
Her
But
phallic
yeah,
symbol
that's
for
her.
living
That's her
room.
Christmas tree. It's pink.
It's pink.
It's pretty.
No, go away.
I like those blue and green.
Make sure that
balls.
it doesn't show her name or
Those are
anything on
pretty.
there. I don't want to dox her.
But yeah, that's her Christmas tree. It's pink. Anyways,
It's pretty.
now I'm rambling.
I like those blue.
See, this is what happens.
Blue and green.
I get distracted. I have ooh shiny
balls.
moments.
Okay.
Turn that back off. I gotta move my frame back. Anyways, now I'm rambling. See, this is what happens. And I don't
get
know why. If
distracted.
you look
I
at
have
this
ooh shiny
frame,
moments.
it's not quite oblong, but it's also not quite square.
Turn that
And if I
back
put
off.
this in here, it
move my frame
fits
back.
like top to bottom, but side to side it doesn't fit right. And there's no way to make
And
this
I don't know why.
square.
If you look
Like
at this
I
frame,
can't
it's
do
not
this
quite
without
oblong, but it's
desizing,
also not quite
downsizing the
square.
whole thing. And there's
And if
no
I put
way to
this
like
in here,
edit
It fits like top to bottom,
that.
but side to side it doesn't fit right. And there's no way to make this square. Like I can't do this without downsizing the whole thing.
A lot
and
of
there's
commercial
no way
events.
to like edit.
Oh, you mean like the ads? Yeah, there's like rolling
that.
ads and stuff on everything. And because it's December, YouTube is going to be pushing ads like crazy on everybody's videos. The other day, a video that I uploaded, I went to do the description box and stuff for it so I could get it scheduled. And I went on to the like
because it's December,
where
YouTube
we
is gonna
can
be
see how
pushing
many
ads
ads
like
are
crazy
placed,
on
and there was like
everybody's videos.
12
The
ads
other
on a
day,
13-minute
that I
video. I'm like,
uploaded, I went to
delete,
do the
delete,
description
delete,
box
delete,
and stuff
delete.
for it so I could get it scheduled.
so YouTube,
and I went on to the
YouTube
like,
automatically places ads
where we
on
can
our
see how many
videos,
ads are
and
placed,
we
and there was like
have very
12 ads
little
on a
to
13-minute
say about
video. I'm
like where the mid rolls and stuff
delete,
are.
delete,
We
delete,
can't
delete,
say
delete.
anything about where those are. So YouTube will just toss ads in.
YouTube automatically places ads on our videos, and
So
we
yeah,
have
I mean
very
that's a
little
downside,
to
but
say about
you know,
like,
at
where
least
the mid rolls
we
and stuff
have the
are. We
option
can't say
to
anything
say
about
like
where
what
those
kind
are.
of
So
ads,
YouTube
or at
will
least
just
I know
toss
I
ads
do.
in.
I have the ability to say what kind of ads are on my videos.
I mean
because
that's a downside.
don't want
but,
like alcohol
you know, at
ads on my
least
videos. I don't want gambling
we have
ads
the
on my
option
videos. I don't want
to say,
political
like, what
shit
kind
on
of
my
ads, or at
videos.
least I know I
And
do. I have the ability.
I
to
have
say
tried
what kind
to
of ads
make
are
it
on
so
my,
that,
my videos because I
you know, that
don't
stuff
want, like,
is
alcohol
restricted
ads
as
on my videos. I don't want gambling.
I
ads
don't
on my
want
videos.
those
I don't
ads
want
on my
political
channel. And
shit
some
on my-
YouTubers
on my
don't realize
videos.
that they can do
And
that.
I have tried to.
Some people just don't
make
care,
it so
but when
that,
there was all this political stuff
you
going
know,
on,
that
a lot of
stuff
people were
is
like, "I'm
restricted
tired of seeing all
as-
these political ads, and every
I
other
don't want those
ad I
ads on
see
my
is for
channel."
Trump."
And
And
some
I was
YouTubers
like,
don't
"I
realize
don't
that
want
they
no
can
Trump
do
shit on
that.
my channel. Fuck that."
Some people just
I know
don't
some
care,
people
but
really
when
like
there was
him.
all
I
this
think he's a
political
piece of
stuff going
garbage.
on, a lot of people were like, "I'm tired of seeing all these political ads."
They
on
must have
every
taken the
other
horse trailer to
ad
get
I
it checked
see
out,
is
which
for
means
Trump,
this
and
weekend
I
they'll
was
probably be
like,
going
I don't
somewhere.
want no Trump shit on my
Before
channel.
they go on
Fuck
like a
that.
long trip, they have
I know some people
all the
really like
brakes
him.
and
I think he's a
tires and
piece
all
of
that kind of stuff
garbage.
checked. So she must be going away. This
Oh, they
coming
must have
weekend.
taken the horse trailer to get it checked out, which means this
I
weekend
miss
they'll
the
probably be
horses.
going somewhere.
I miss my horses with
before
her.
they go on like a long
that
trip,
were
they
hers,
have
but,
all
the
the
horses I
brakes
used to
and
take
tires
care
and
of
all that
were
kind of stuff checked. So
old
she
and
must
died.
Be going away this coming weekend.
Oh
I miss
Lord.
the horses. I miss my horses. With her
So
that were hers. But
the other day,
the horses I used to take care of were
I got a
old and died.
message from
Oh Lord.
this person
So
who has since changed her name.
the other day,
Says, "Hey, can you send this
I got
person a message, please? They want to
message
collab."
from this person.
And it's the person who messaged me
since
is now
changed
her name now is
Says,
Catherine.
hey, can you send this person
which is
a
not what her
message,
name
please?
was
They want to collab.
yesterday when she sent me a message. I said, "Why can't she send me a message? She too good to DM me
And
herself."
it's the person who messaged
So
me is
I
now her
Wrote a
name now is
post
Catherine,
on my Instagram
which
story,
is not what her name was.
and I said,
yesterday when she sent me a
"You too
message. I
busy to
said, why
DM
can't
people
she send me
directly
a
without
message?
using
She
a third
too good
party?"
to DM me
They
herself.
emailed me back and they're like,
So I
"Hey,
wrote a
yeah, thanks
post
for getting
on
back to
my
us. We are super
Instagram
excited to hear back
story,
from you. We would love to
and I
collaborate.
said
You would earn
you too
free
busy to
clothing,
DM
get
people directly
reposted on
without
our
using a
pages and
third
our
party?"
stories, blah,
They
blah,
emailed
blah.
me back and they're like,
Every time your
hey,
unique
yeah,
20%
thanks for getting
discount
back to
code
us. We
gets
were
used
super
by your
excited to hear
followers,
back from you. We would
you'll
love
get
to
an item of
collaborate.
your choice for
You
free
would
from
earn
our
free
store.
clothing,
The
get
first step is
reposted
to
on
get
our
your
pages and
unique
our
20%
stories, blah, blah,
code.
blah.
And then
Every
it says,
time your
here's a
unique
code for
20%
30%
discount
off
code
to
gets
get
used by
started. The
your
code is
followers,
collab.
you'll
Use
get
it
an
at our
item of your
checkout
choice
to
for free
buy
from our
your
store.
items.
The first step is to get your unique
We have assigned
20%
this
code.
person, Ella, as your
And then it says, here's a
collaboration manager.
code for 30%
You
off to
can
get
message
started.
her
The
at her
code is
profile link, and
collab.
she's got an
Use it at our
Instagram profile
checkout to
that's the name of the
buy
business
your
underscore
items.
Ella.
We have assigned this person, Ella, as your collaboration
That is a
manager.
scam.
You can message
Scam.
her at her profile link,
Basically,
and
when
she's
somebody
got
wants to
an Instagram
collaborate with
profile
you
that's
and
the
they
name of
tell
the
you
business
that you have to
underscore
buy the
Ella.
items that you're going to put on to then take pictures of to
That
post
is
on
a
your
scam.
social media, you are
Scam.
advertising for that brand.
Basically, when somebody wants
But
to collaborate
you
with
bought
you
it.
and they tell you that you have to
and
buy
then
the
you
items
tag
that
the
you're
brand,
going
and then
to
the
put
brand takes your
on to
picture
then take
and posts it
pictures
on
of
their
to
page.
post on
Again,
your social
you
media.
paid for the
You are
product.
advertising.
They
for that
might give
brand,
you a small
but
discount
you bought it
to make it look like it's legit.
and
then they
you
take
tag
your
the brand,
pictures
and then the
off
brand
your
takes your
Instagram
picture
and repost it on
and posts
theirs,
it on
which
their
draws
page.
in
Again,
more audience
you
for
paid
them.
for the product.
They don't tag
They might give
you,
you a small discount,
which then
make
leads
it
to
look
you
like
not
it's
getting the
legit.
exposure
And
for
then they
your
take your
post that you
pictures
put on your
off
page because they don't
Instagram
tag
and
you.
repost it on
Again,
theirs, which
scam.
draws in more audience
And then they
for
want
them.
your
They
followers
don't
to
tag
buy,
you,
and they're going to get
which
20%
then
off when you
leads
only
to
got
you not
30%
getting the
off.
exposure for your
I'm like,
post that you put on your
How many
page
dummies
because they
fall
don't
through
tag
this?
you.
Like, really?
Again,
That's
scam.
like bad.
And then they want your followers to buy, and they're
Oh
gonna
no
get
no no!
20%
Not my
off when
horses,
you
the
only
neighbor's
got
horses.
30%
I
off.
started working with
I'm
them off
like,
and on when I was like 16.
How many dummies?
The one
fall through
died.
this? Like, really?
He
That's,
had
like,
cancer
bad.
on the inside,
So,
like, you know how a horse.
oh no,
penis
not my horses,
goes
the
out
neighbor's
and
horses.
it sucks back
I
into the
started
shaft.
working with him off and on when I was like 16.
The inside lining,
The one died
where
he
his
had
penis
cancer
retracted to,
on
ended
the
up getting
inside,
cancer in there.
like,
And he had ring
how a
bone,
horse
which is a
penis
type of
goes
disorder
out
in
and
horses in
it
this
sucks
part of
back
their
into the
foot,
shaft.
where
The
it
inside
hardens and
lining
calcifies, and it's painful
where,
for them to step
his
down.
penis
Think of it as like
retracted to, ended up getting
arthritis, but
cancer
for a
in there.
horse.
And he had ring
And
bone, which is
so you figure
type of
horses
disorder
walk
in
on their
horses in this
toes.
part
That
of their
that
foot
part of their
where
hoof is basically
it
their
hardens
toe,
and calcifies,
and they're
it's
walking on
painful
their
for them to
tiptoes at
step
all
down.
times.
Think
So
of
that's
it as
why
like
horses should be
arthritis,
shod.
but for a horse.
And so between
so
the
you
ring
figure
bone
horses
and
walk on their
the
toes. That
penile
that
type
part of
cancer
their
that
hoof
he
is
had,
basically their toe.
he also ended up
and they're
with
walking on their
Cushing's
tiptoes at all
disease, which
times.
is
That's why
diabetes for a
horses should be
horse.
shod.
And
And so between
So,
the ring bone and
plus
the,
he was like
the
23. He was
penile
almost
type
24 when
cancer
he
that
died.
had,
The other one,
he also
Odie,
ended up
who used to
with,
grab my
Cushing's
hair tie and
disease,
run
which
halfway
is
across the
diabetes for a
paddock
horse.
with it.
and
He had Cushing's disease
so-
when he turned about
plus
16,
he was like 23.
which again is
He was almost
diabetes
24
for a
when he
horse.
died. The other one,
and
Odie,
then
he used to
the
grab my hair tie and run halfway across
last
the
year,
paddock
year
with
and a
it.
half, they noticed that he wasn't
he had
like looking
Cushing's
right,
disease
acting
when
right, and he had
turned
this
about
growth on his
16,
neck, and
which
come to
again
find out
is
it was cancer,
diabetes for a horse.
and he had cancer in his lymph nodes,
and then
because horses have those too,
the
like we do. And ended up,
last
when
year and a half,
people,
they noticed
like
that he wasn't,
humans,
like,
get
looking
lymphatic
right,
cancer,
acting right,
it
and he had this
spreads
growth
like
on his
wildfire.
neck, and come to
Because
find
you
out
have
it was
lymph,
cancer,
lymph nodes
and he had cancer in his
a lot
lymph
of places. You have them in your
nodes,
neck,
'cause,
you've got them in
horses
your
have those
armpits,
too, like we
behind
do.
your knees, in your
And
lower
ended
back,
up
in your
when
abdomen. You've got them a whole
people,
bunch of
like
places.
humans,
And when you get
lymphatic
cancer in one of them, it
spreads like
spreads
wildfire.
really
'Cause
quickly
you have
because the
lymph
lymphatic
nodes,
system is basically your
a lot of places you
lubrication
have them in
system for
neck,
your
you've got them
body.
in your armpits, behind
Bob?
your knees, in your lower back, in your abdomen. You've got them a
Meow?
whole bunch of places. And when you get cancer in one of them, it spreads really quickly because the lymphatic system is basically your lubrication
Yelling from the kitchen.
system
I don't
for
know
your
what
body.
for. So, anyways, when you get some form of lymphoma, it spreads really quickly and it metastasizes. So it's the same for a horse.
from the kitchen.
They
I don't know
have
what for.
several lymph nodes. Again, it's just like
so
with us,
anyways,
it's a lubrication
the-
system for the body.
When you get
And so,
some form of lymphoma,
on top of
it
the
spreads
diabetic
really
condition
quickly and
that he had,
metastasizes.
the
So
cancer,
it's the
he
same
went
for a
quick.
horse. They have several lymph
and they
nodes.
called me like the
Again,
day
it's
after
just like
he had
with us, it's a
passed to let me
lubrication
know that
system
he
for
was
the
gone.
body.
And I
And
fucking
so,
sat here and bawled for 2
on
days.
top of the
So
diabetic condition that he had, the
I've got a lot
cancer,
of
he
pictures
went
and,
quick.
and video and stuff of
and
him.
they called me like,
especially
the
on
day
my early
after he had
videos
passed
on
to let me know
YouTube.
that
If
he
you go
was
back
gone.
and look,
And I
I
fucking
think it's
sat
like
here
the
and
animals
bawled
or
for 2
horses
days.
or something like that playlist. that
I've got a
you'll
lot
find
of pictures
videos
and
working
video and,
with
and
Odie
stuff of him,
doing small
especially
like
on my
lunging
early,
exercises
my early
and stuff
videos
like
on
that
YouTube,
in
if you go back and look,
his
I
main
think it's like the
like
animals
paddock.
or horses
So-
or something like that playlist. that you'll find videos working.
Got a message
with
from
Odie
Michelle from Mascara
doing
to Midnight.
small, like lunging exercises.
She's like,
and stuff
evidently
like
I
that,
haven't
in,
figured out how to
his-
use
his
Instagram yet.
main, like,
She
paddock.
posted an
So-
Instagram story, and I turned the volume all the way up on my phone. I kept clicking it to
Got a
see if
message
maybe the
from
mute
Michelle
thing
from
was on,
Mascara to Midnight.
and there was like no sound.
She's like, evidently I
I was
haven't
like,
figured out how to use Instagram
is there sound
yet.
on this video?
She
Because I
posted
can't hear anything
an
on it.
Instagram story.
She's
and
like, evidently
turned
I
the
haven't
volume all the way
figured
up
out
on
how
my
to
phone.
use
I kept
Instagram.
clicking it to see
That's
if maybe
funny
the
shit.
mute thing was on, and there was like
There's something wrong
no
with my
sound.
friends.
I was like,
Here I
is
am, a
there sound
computer
on this
nerd.
video?
Most of them
Because
are
I can't hear anything on it.
technologically challenged.
She's like,
But
evidently I haven't figured
makes
out how
for
to use Instagram.
interesting.
That's funny
interesting
shit.
days.
There's something wrong with
Anyways,
my
my game is lit up for one reason.
Here I am, a computer nerd. Most of them are
technologically challenged.
somebody
Came online or something.
It makes for interesting days.
Oh no, the person I was in a party
Anyways,
with invited me
My
to a
game is
party.
lit up for one reason.
That's
for
fine.
some reason.
I'm gonna get off for today.
What's going on?
I'm getting tired. I've been up since
Somebody
like
wrong or
4:15, 4:30 this morning. I think it's about time to go wash
Oh,
off
no,
my
the person
makeup
I was
and
in a
go
party
crawl in
with
bed for a
invited me to a
nap or
party.
something.
That's fine. I'm gonna get off for today.
I'm getting tired. I've been up since like 4:15, 4:30 this morning, but I think it's about time to go wash off my makeup.
It is what
and
it
go
is.
crawl in bed for a
Everybody
nap or
dies.
something. We all die a little each day. I'm getting tired. You know? Just one of those things. But it is what it is. Everybody dies. We all die a little each day. Thank you all for coming.
You know,
I've been streaming for
one of those
2
things.
hours now, which means I probably really ought to get off. But yeah, lots of things happening.
Thank
Lots
you all
of
for coming.
exciting things.
I've been streaming for 2 hours now.
Lots of packages
means
coming
I
in the
probably
mail.
really
So
oughta
I'll be doing like
get
a
off.
large
But yeah, lots
unboxing
of things
kind of,
happening, lots of exciting
video
things.
where like when I get products in, I'll do like an unboxing and
Lots
then
of
first
packages coming in
impressions.
the mail. So I'll be doing like.
But I've got a lot of makeup coming.
Unboxing,
At least that I know of. You know, I
kind
got the Nomad product coming
video
in,
where,
and then
like,
I've
when I
got
get
the
products
Color
in, I'll
Pop
do,
order
like, an
coming
unboxing
in,
and
so
then
that's
first
another new
impressions.
palette there.
but I've got a
So,
lot of makeup
yeah.
coming.
I'm wearing
At least
the
that I
Raw
know
Beauty
of. You know, I
Christie
got the
palette
Nomad,
on my eyes.
product
It's the
coming
Color
in,
Pop collab.
and then I've got the Color Pop order coming in, so that's another new palette.
This
there.
palette
So yeah.
is what I'm wearing,
the
and I've got
Raw
Super
Beauty
Shock
Christie
shadows over
palette
it. So.
on my eyes. It's the Color Pop collab.
Yeah. I've got 2 more videos, or at least another 2 looks that
this
I want to
palette,
film with this palette,
is what I'm wearing.
because I did
and I've
4
got
looks
Super Shock
without
shadows over it, so.
using anything extra.
Yeah.
Just in case people only got the
got
palette,
2
and
more
then
videos, or
this
at
is
least
with
another
the
2 looks
palette
that I wanna
and 2 of
film
the
with
Super
this
Shocks. So the
palette.
next video I record
Because I
with this
did
will
4
also
looks
be with the
without
palette and the both Super
using
Shocks.
anything extra. Just
I
in case people
have
only got the
a
palette,
swatch
and then
video,
this
comparison
is
video I
with
want to
the
do with
palette
that one and
2 of the
another
Super
palette.
Shocks. So the next
And I
video
have another
record with
palette
this
that I
will
would have
also
kind
be
of
with the
liked
palette
to
and
have
both
done a
Super
comparison
Shocks.
swatch video with, but I sold that palette like a
have
while ago
a swatch video
when
comparison
I
video I
decluttered
wanna
it.
do with that one and
So I
another
don't have
palette.
that particular
And
palette
I have
anymore,
another
but
palette
I
that I would
do
have
plan
kind of
on
liked
mentioning
to have
that in
done
the
a
swatch comparison video.
with, but I sold that
I haven't
palette,
done
like, a
swatch
while
videos in
ago
like ages.
when
So I know
decluttered
I've
it.
got
So
a
I
bunch
don't
that I
have
need
that
to get
particular
caught up
palette
on.
anymore,
I
but
have an
I
entire
do
list of
plan
like
on
what
mentioning
I
that
still
in the
needed to
comparison
swatch.
video. I
And
haven't done
I
swatch videos in
know
like ages.
the Orient Express palette
So
is
I
one I
know
need
I've
to
got
swatch
a
because
bunch
it's
that I
newer.
need to get caught up
And,
on. I have an entire list of like
The
what I
Wet
still
and
needed
Wild,
to
the 40
swatch.
palette, which is like a dupe for the
And I
James
know
Charles palette.
The
I
Orient
might be
Express
able to find
palette is one I
pictures for
need
the
to
James
swatch
Charles
'cause it's
swatches
newer.
from like ages ago
And,
because I posted them on like
the
Facebook
Wet
and
and
Instagram.
Wild,
I'll
the
try and
40
see if I have
palette, which is
swatches
like a dupe for the
or
James
pictures
Charles
of those
palette.
swatches
I might
that
be
I
able to
can
find
snag
pictures for the
and
James
compare it
Charles
color
swatches
wise
from, like,
to
ages ago.
the
'Cause
new
I
Wet and
posted
Wild
them
palette I
on,
got
like,
for my
Facebook and
birthday.
Instagram.
So
I'll try and see if I have swatches or pictures
Yeah,
of
that's-
those swatches.
that's it. That's
that
what's
I
going
can
on.
snag
Lots
and
of stuff.
compare it
Lots of fun
color-wise
stuff.
to.
But yeah, if you guys
the
want me
new Wet
to
and Wild
live
palette I
stream,
got
I'll
for
put
my
a poll up
birthday, so.
on my
Yeah, that's it. That's what's going on.
community
Lots of stuff.
page,
Lots of fun stuff.
community chat page thing.
Yeah, if you guys want me
and
to
ask if
live
you guys
stream,
want
I'll
me
put
to
a poll
go
up on
live on days that I don't
my,
post an actual video, and then you guys can vote yes or no.
community page
And I'll just leave
community
that
chat
up,
page thing.
and then I'll just glance
And
at it every
ask
now
if
and
you
again
guys want me to go
know whether or
live
not
on days
you
that I
guys
don't post
want
an
me to
actual
live
video,
stream when
and
I'm
then
not
you guys
posting
can
an
vote
actual
yes or
video.
no.
I don't mind doing these during the day,
And
especially
I'll
when
just
I've got a
leave
lot
that
of
up,
stuff going
and
on.
I'll just glance at it
It's
every now and again
easier for me to do a live
know
stream
whether
than it
or
is
not
to record a
you guys
video and then
want
edit
me
it.
to live stream when
Because
I'm not
sometimes
posting
my
an
computer
actual
wants
video.
to
I don't
grumble
mind
at
doing
me
these
and
during
take
the day,
forever to do things,
especially
and
when I've got a lot of stuff going
it's
on.
because I have way too
It's
much shit
easier for
running
me
at
to
the
do a
time,
live stream than it
which
is
is
to
usually
record
my
a video
problem. I
and
usually have a
edit,
whole bunch of
'cause
windows open at
sometimes my
once,
computer wants
and
to grumble at me and take
my
forever to
computer
do
is
things,
going,
and
geez, lady, could you
it's
overwork us
because I have
anymore?
way too much shit
So
running
my
at the
computer
time,
struggles
which is
from
usually
time
my
to time
problem.
because
I
I
usually have a
usually
whole
do a
bunch of
whole lot
windows
of,
open at
I have a
once,
bunch of things that are
and,
usually open at once,
my
and I'm
computer is
running a whole
going,
bunch of things at
geez,
once.
lady, could you overwork us
Um,
anymore?
So my computer struggles from time to time because I usually do a whole lot of.
What do you mean you got
I
a
have
9th
bunch
and
of things
10th
that
ad?
are usually open at once.
I'm still
and
live, so
running
I
a whole
haven't
bunch
had
of
a
things
chance
at
to
once.
add ads
Um,
or anything to the live stream. What do you mean you got a 9th and 10th ad? I'm still live,
and
so I haven't had a
it
chance
depends
to add
on
ads
you know
or anything
the
to
ad.
the live
But like I
stream.
said, it's December, so YouTube is like pushing ads on people like crazy. I'll have to look and see what the ad placement is like when I get off of here.
It depends on
You know, because I
the
can't
ad.
see while I'm live.
But
I mean,
like
I
I
can
said,
try
it's
and
December,
look.
so YouTube is like pushing ads on people like crazy. I'll have to look and see what the ad placement is like when I get off of here, because
I'll
I
turn
can't
my
see
screen
while
back on
I'm
so you
while
can
I'm
see
live.
what I
mean,
can
I
see.
can try and look.
Okay, if I go to monetization, this is the live stream I'm currently on.
Here, I'll turn my
And it just
screen
says
back
on.
so you can see what I can see.
There's like no other options here because I have
If I
no
go to
control over that.
monetization,
So
This is the live stream I'm
it
currently
does
on.
whatever it wants to do.
and it just says on.
I have no say
There's,
over
like,
it.
no other options because I
Now
have
to
no
show you
control over
another
that.
video, another live stream that I had done like a
So,
while back.
It does
I'll
whatever
take you
it
to
wants
this
to
one.
do.
This was from October. I have no say over it. Now, if you look, it has like
now, to show
before,
you another
during,
video,
and after.
another live stream
Now,
that I
there's
had
two of
done,
them
like,
not
a while
clicked.
back.
I don't know why, but
I'll take you to
I think
this
this is
one.
one that
This
got
was from
demonetized.
October.
And then if you, oh look, these are where
Now,
YouTube
if you
placed
look,
the
it
ads.
has, like before, during,
Got
and
3 all at the
after.
front
Now,
and then
there's
1
two
here.
of them not clicked.
So what I
don't know
normally
why,
do
but
when I'm
I
doing
think
ads
this is one that got
is I'll do
demonetized.
this.
And then if you, oh look, these are where YouTube placed
It was
the
an hour
ads.
and 45 minutes long.
Got 3
And
all
I
at
usually
the front
space
and
them
then
out
one
like
here.
this.
So what I normally do when I'm doing
And
ads
there should be
is
one
I'll
right
do
there.
this.
This is how I do ad
And it
placement.
was an hour and 45
video.
minutes long.
I try
and
and
I
like
usually
spread it
space
out
them out like
evenly so that
this.
there's like, so you figure this one is
And
at
there should be one
4
right there.
minutes, the next one's 20 minutes later,
This
the
is
next
how
one
I
is
do ad
23 minutes
on a
later,
video.
the next
I
one
try
is
and, like, spread
again
it out
20 something
evenly
minutes,
so that
22
there's,
minutes
like,
later,
You
and then the
figure
last
this
one is
at
like
4
almost
minutes,
a little
the
over
next
20
one's
minutes
20
later.
minutes later.
So they're
the
spread
next
out,
one is
so like every 20
23
minutes you get
later.
an ad.
The next
Now
one
in
is,
a
again,
video
20
that's like
something
13
22
minutes,
minutes later, and then
usually
the
I would
last one
place
is,
2
like,
ads in a 13-minute
almost
video,
a little over
15-minute
20 minutes
videos.
later. So they're spread
and
out.
up.
So
I
like
usually
every
do
20
3
minutes
ads,
you
like
get an ad.
one towards
Now,
either end and
in
then
a
one
video
slap dab
that's
in the
like
middle.
13 minutes.
But that's just how I
usually
do
would
it.
Place 2 ads
And
in
then
a
these are
13-minute
usually
video,
clicked
15-minute
as
videos,
well.
And up. I usually do 3 ads.
And
like
those, when you
one
click
towards
those, it
either end and then
automatically
one slap dab in the
does
middle.
like ads randomly
that's
in the
just
videos.
how I do
but
it.
this is
And
pretty
then these are
standard
usually
for
clicked
YouTube.
as well.
But to put, you're saying that there's multiple.
And those, when you click those, it automatically does like ads randomly.
I
in
don't
the
know
videos.
why it's
But
doing.
This is pretty standard.
I still don't know
for
why
YouTube.
it's
But to
doing
put-
double.
You're saying that there's
microphone stuff.
multiple. I don't know
Because there's no
why
other
it's
microphones
doing
plugged into
I
my
still don't know why
computer,
it's
and I've got the mic
doing
for the
double
webcam turned off.
microphone stuff. Because there's no other.
I wonder.
microphones.
Okay, there was something on here that says video capture device. Did that turn the double sound off? Because I just realized that was picking up sound, and I didn't notice that it was doing that before. So let me know if the 10-second delay, double noise, background, whatever, has quit. Because if so, then that solved that problem. And then I'll know to look for that next time. I'm looking at the chat. Because Streamlabs only shows like chat for Twitch. It doesn't show like YouTube chat. I have to log out of something and to log back in order for it to work. Yellow. Yeah, and I'm down to 3825 subscribers right now. Yeah. Did it fix the double voice thing? Yes, no, please. Put yes in the chat if it got rid of the double voice thing. Did I finally fix it? I didn't realize it says video capture device, and I turned off. There's a thing up here that says webcam, yeah, microphone, webcam, and I have that already turned off. And I scroll down and it says video capture device, and there was a chat bar moving on. I was like, wait a minute, why is there another audio bar picking up, you know, XYZ decibels when it only should have my Yeti mic, which, you know, you can't see it, but it's here. That's frustrating. I turn one off and it turns another one on. I'm like, ah, technology. Hey, I wish there was two Rebeccas, because that would be nice. I'd be able to go take a nap while the other one worked. And then when I got up from my nap, they could go nap and I'd work. That'd be great. I'd get so much more done. The house would be cleaner. I'd get more makeup videos filmed. I could maybe go outside more. That'd be nice. But only problem is if there's two of me, then that means there's two of me thinking at all times. That's kind of a scary thought. Very scary thought. Because my brain never shuts up. It's constantly going. Oh, and I've got a ton of research going on. Oh, good. The camera's high enough that you can't see it. I got a bunch of books stacked behind me for research that I'm doing. I've had people ask me to do specific topics for pagan videos, and I wanted to give examples for other ways to do certain things. I'm going to explain the way I do things, and then I wanted to give other examples for how other people, other paths, other individuals do the same thing I do, but how they do it differently than me. So I wanted some concrete, like hard, this is what I do, this is what they do, this is what this person does, or this is what this kind of person does versus what I do, and the differences and why there's a difference, and explain that. So I've been working on 2 videos for that, but it's a lot of like research on my part because I know how I do things, which is different than the norm for people. So anyways, I see you. Hi. I'm not high. No, I don't do drugs. I have enough issues. All right. I've been live streaming for 2 hours and 16 minutes. I'm going to go wash off this ColourPop eye look. And like I said, I'm probably going to go crash for a couple of hours. I will leave the poll up on the community tab. Actually, let me type that now while I'm still live. Okay, poll is up. Yeah, my brain never shuts up. It's constantly got something running around. And what I absolutely detest about how my brain works, it's the ADHD in me. Because I go from, if you ever notice how I talk, I start off here and then I end up way over here, and then I like talk about this and then that and the other, and then I'm like, oh shit, I was talking about this, and then I go back to that topic because I'm very disjointed. I have the ooh shiny moments. And what I absolutely detest about how my brain works, it's the ADHD in me. Because I go from, if you ever notice how I talk, I start off here and then I end up way over here, and then I like talk about this and then that and the other, and then I'm like, oh shit, I was talking about this, and then I go back to that topic because I'm very disjointed. I but yeah, I swear, every time I go lay down in bed and I get comfortable and I'm nice and cozy in bed and I'm laying there, and that's when my brain goes, "Ooh, she's trying to sleep. Let's think about this." And then a lot of the things that my brain thinks about as I'm like trying to relax and trying to go to sleep is shit that it's like, "Ooh, I could film a video on this and I could film a video on that." And I'm like, "Oh, I probably ought to write that stuff down and make note of it, and then I can finally do it." Or I tell myself, "Oh, I'll remember that when I wake up." And I wake up, I'm like, "Oh shit, what was that I was thinking about before I went to sleep?" You're like, "Damn it, I forgot." So I need a way. I guess I could talk to my phone and have my phone make a note or something for me, and verbally do it and be like, "Hey," and then call my phone and then say, "Could you take a note for X, Y, and Z?" And maybe that would be a little easier, because then I don't have to get up and I don't have to find where my phone is, and because I usually leave it somewhere near the edge of the bed or on like the headboard or on my nightstand, so it's not hard to find. It's just when I go to bed, I usually lay down on this side and my phone's behind me, so it's like trying to do this to find your phone when you're half asleep and wanting to go to sleep and wanting to relax is really kind of just a pain in the ass. And I understand it's first world problems, but I could do the whole pen and pad of paper by my bed, but then my cat lays on my pillow and knocks shit off my headboard onto my head when I'm sleeping, and I tried that. I tried keeping books up there. Next thing I know, I'd go to read my book and there's all this cat hair, and I'm like, how did cat hair get in my book? Him laying on my pillows where he shouldn't be. He gets fussed at for it. He gets his butt smacked for it, and he still goes and lays on my pillows, which is why I have my entire bed and all my bedding like covered, to keep as much cat hair off of my actual like sheets, because again, cats. Yeah, usually when I go to bed, I have anywhere between 2 and 10 video ideas come to mind. Some of them I remember the next day, some of them I don't. Or like a week from the day I went to sleep and thought about those ideas, it'll be like, "Oh, I remember," and then I have to go and write it down. And people are like, "How do you always have like video ideas to come up with, or content, that you film?" And usually I look at my makeup collection and I'm like, okay, I own this, but I wonder if it looks like this, or if somebody has done this with it yet, or I want to see if this color is similar to this one, or if this product is similar enough to this one that if you own one, you don't need the other. That's how my brain works. I'm a pros and cons kind of person. So I take a situation or a makeup item and I look at it and I'm like, what do I have that's similar? Or what do I have that I haven't seen somebody else do? Or I look on YouTube and I'm like, oh, well, somebody's done this with the palette, but they haven't done this. And that is how I come up with my ideas. I have a whole lot of stuff that runs around my brain on the regular, and it never shuts up. So, yeah, Now, Leonardo da Vinci was an absolute genius. I could never compare myself to him. He was an amazing artist. He was a trial and error engineer. The way his mind worked was just amazing. So no, I would never compare myself ever to Leonardo da Vinci. He was too amazing of a person. I'm more like Van Gogh or Van Gogh, depending on how you pronounce it. Vincent Van Gogh, where he had an idea and then was like very disjointed about how he went about doing it, and had like a bunch of things going on at once, but still ended up going back to the one thing he was working on and finished it. That's how I am. I'm like here and there and then. I've always got a bazillion things going on. Like Mish put up a post on Twitter earlier today, and she was like, who has too much stuff to do and not enough time to do it? I'm like, every day. Like, there's 20 things I could get done right now. Like, I could go clean the makeup off the bathroom counter, but then again, I have holiday makeup looks that I want to film this afternoon, so I'm going to need those palettes out anyway, so there's no point putting them away. I could go clean the kitchen floor. I could go unload the dishwasher and reload it. I could, go rake the front yard. There's a lot of things I could do. I could go out in the shop and photograph 100 pieces of jewelry and work on my website for a couple of hours. I could do that. I've got 2 baskets of laundry in my room that are clean, but they're unfolded and unput away, so I could go do that. I have a Netflix in my bedroom that I've watched like 1 episode out of the 2, so I could technically go watch the 1 episode that I need to watch to finish it, so I could send it back to Netflix. I have another Netflix sitting right here to watch. So I need to finish that one that's in my DVD player now, so I can watch this one. I always have like a ton of stuff, like the research that I'm doing. I could sit down and finish the one topic and then work on the next topic, because I have them one on one page and then you flip the page and the next page is the other topic. I could sit down and film the thankful video that I was thinking of the other day, talking about how I approach life and how I view things in life, and how I do things differently than most people, and why the small things matter the most to me, when most people are like, don't sweat the small stuff. But the small things in my life are what mean the most to me, and why. So there was that video idea that I had. I have this thing. I'm in the middle of crocheting. This is the last of this colored yarn. I finally finished the things to go underneath my gloves. Oh, they're over here. I finally finished these the other day. So basically, I made little things for them to stick in between your fingers so that they stay on your hand, and it goes up over like your sleeve. Got too many fingers in one hole. So basically, you tuck your sleeve down into it, and when you're riding a motorcycle, the less wind up your sleeve, the better. So I made it to go over my sleeves, but have something in between my fingers so that it would stay. And then I made it so that my gloves would fit over it, because I have big, thick winter riding gloves, and that's what this was designed. That's what I designed it for. So I could put this on, slide my jacket on over it. Number one, my sleeve stays in place, my wrist is covered, my hand is covered, and then once I get my jacket on and I cinch that down to my wrist, I then can slide my riding gloves over this and my jacket, and then cinch that down over top of both of them to cut down on wind in my jacket. So it's just one of those things. And I have a matching scarf for this. And this is actually a piece that I'm making to go over like the back of my neck and up to like here, because I have a full face helmet that I wear that has like a chin guard, so it keeps wind from coming up the front part of your helmet and up into your visor, which messes up your vision, especially when you're like breathing out hot air and your visor gets fog and stuff on it. When you have wind going straight up your face, it messes with how you breathe out your air, and it causes your visor to fog up worse. So that is, I'm designing that to go around the back of my neck, that'll tuck up into the back of my helmet. I'll design something to go either up on top of my head or around my ears for that. And then it'll also keep the wind off my neck, and I'll tuck it down into the top of my shirt or whatever. And then I have my scarf that will end up going over it. But I'm designing this. I have another piece in the bedroom that I was making out of white yarn that now looks like one of those face mask things, but it was something I made that goes from here to like here on my face, and ties around your ears, because this part of your neck is exposed to the wind. Even when you wear a scarf, it gets wind coverage, and I wanted something that was thin enough to go under my helmet but would protect my face from wind damage. So, and I started that like last year, and it's still sitting in my room half crocheted. So, again, I always have a bunch of stuff going on. I have a bad habit of finishing something unless I absolutely have to finish it, or I'm like, I start something and then I get distracted and start doing something else. I'm like a distracted bunny. I can hop and go everywhere, and I start things and I don't ever finish them. So it's hard. But, you know, I'm you know, seriously ADHD. They had me on Adderall for a while. I was on Adderall for like 2 years, and it was kind of nice because I could actually focus on like one thing at a time, but then it started messing with my stomach, so I stopped taking it. But it was great because it kept me from going, ooh, what was that? You know, like my dad the other day, he's like, what was that movie with the house and the balloons and the talking dog? I said, Up? He goes, is that the name of it? I was like, yeah, it's called Up. He's like, what was the dog's name? I said, Doug. He's like, I want to watch that again. So my dad says, like, when he realizes, like, he'll look over and he'll be like, are you having a squirrel moment? Because in the movie Up, he says, hi, my name is Doug. I'm a talking dog. And then something moves and it catches out of his eye. He's like, squirrel! That is so me. It's very me. You know, my dad always has said I have ooh shiny moments. I get distracted by sparkly things. I get distracted by pretty things. I get distracted by movement. I distract myself. So it's kind of one of those things. I'm usually all over the place. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily a designer. I like to create things or make things, but I'm really suck at following patterns. I mean, I can if I have to, but I really suck at following patterns. That reminds me, I need black interfacing. I was talking to somebody about something the other day, and she reminded me that Joann's is having a whole bunch of sales, and I need black interfacing lining. Oh, that's cute. So yeah, now I'm just kind of rambling on, which again is something that I do. I get distracted and I blather on about abso-fucking-lutely nothing. Close out a battle net. I'm done with that for right now. Okay, so the new poll is up on YouTube. If you want me to do live streams in between the videos that upload, they should be uploading every other day. Let me know. Let's see, I've got the 7th, the 5th, the 3rd, and I've got one private. I have another one that I need to upload right now. So yeah. And I have 5 more painting videos to finish editing. Plus I have to do like a filming recap. The wood ended up splitting, like big splits in them, so I had to go back and repaint a few of them, because as the wood dried from being cut, because it was still, you know, green wood when my dad cut it, as it's dried, it has split in certain places, so I have to go back and repaint all the pieces that split to kind of compensate for the fact that they're not perfectly circular anymore. So there's that. But it is what it is. That's what happens when you work with natural materials. You know, things don't always turn out the way you expect them to. Now, had I had them cut and let them dry, like for a week to 2 weeks, to let them, the sap and stuff to dry out a little bit, then I think I would have not had as many issues as I'm having right now with them. So I still need to film like a recap on that. There's 3 or 4 of them so far I've repainted to like compensate for the drying process. And then the other 5 I haven't had time to paint yet. It's still set up. It's still on the floor out there where I left it. Still right in the middle of the damn floor. I need to get it finished painting and then clean all the wood pieces off the floor, because there's like wood bits all over the floor. But yeah, lots of stuff to do. I always have something to do. I never have a reason to say I'm bored. I always have something to do. There's always something I can do. It's whether or not I want to do it. Oh, and that reminds me. I think they're in here. My friend Mish has an Etsy store. She sent me. It's still in here because I haven't put it on my keychain. Oh no! Get back here. It's got a hair on it. It's one of mine. So she has these cute little, like whipped cream dollops. Bob! So she has these, the wax seals. I still haven't figured out where I want to put them yet. They're here. She has face masks. She sent me poo in the mail. And I just kind of stuck everything. Oh, I got a hair tie in here that she sent me. It's too loose for my hair. But I needed to clean stuff off my desk the other day, so I just kind of threw it all in here. I just heard it move. Let me see if I can pull up her page really quick. She is doing like a sale on her Etsy page. So if you guys could share it or view it or whatever, I'd appreciate it. I gotta find the chat. Hello? Where is the chat? Chat vanished. Where did it go? And I don't think this is gonna show up because this goes to Twitch. It does. It goes to Twitch. Crap. I don't know where my live chat went for YouTube. Well, shit. It was here. Here, I'll show it to you. The chat was right here. Right here. It's like gone. I don't know where it went. Let's see if I refresh it. Anyways, this is her page here. The chat's at the top. She's got the face masks. She's got die cut butterflies. She's got like journaling books. She's got makeup bags. She's got like greeting cards, scrapbooking confetti. Those are pretty. She's got all kinds of like, there's the little dollop, the little swirl things. Those are actually really cheap, $3. So it looks like 20% off is what she's doing on her website. Did that fix it? Yay, there's live chat. Where's live chat? Hello? Maybe if I pop it out. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, so there's her store. I wanted to be able to link it just in case anybody watches this on the replay. But she does like custom face masks and stuff like that if you want like a specific color. Here's just a plain one if, you know. So there's beige, punk, it's punk. And then she has light pink and peach. Oh, the peach is pretty. So anyways, she's got a bunch of different things that, you know, some of these are books that she's like made, like hand sewn books. I think this might be one of them. Oh no, this is just the cover for it. Floral pattern, hardcover, kettle stitch, square sketchbook. No, this is one of the ones. If you look, it's like hand sewn. And she said one of her friends taught her how to do this. This is like old-fashioned like bookmaking. And I forgot. Put the keychain back in there so I don't lose it. But yeah, she actually made the book and then, you know, cut the pages and whatnot. But it's supposed to be a plain cover, like plain book that you can use to doodle in and whatever. I think $12 is a really cheap price because the price of paper is kind of outrageous. She's got a few other things in here, and I'm sure she'll do like custom designs if somebody wants it. So, see, now I've blathered on even longer. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm not in the stream. I'm almost out of coffee anyways, so that's a good excuse to go take a nap. Alright, thank you guys for coming. Anybody that watches this on the replay, I appreciate it. That way I don't have to repeat myself in the future. Because I haven't talked about any of this in any of the videos that I've filmed over the past couple of days. because I wanted to kind of address everything all at once. Now, when I get the items in, I'll address it in each individual video, and I am going to be 100% transparent, like I have been here, about how I got the products, why I got the products, what kind of payment was transpired, kind of thing. None of the products that I'm getting are like PR or sponsored or anything like that, because I want to always be upfront with you guys about how I get things or why I get things, that kind of stuff. Handmade. Yeah, that book was handmade by her. It's all hand stitched. It's all, you use a specific needle to sew the pages together. So yeah, handmade. Well, thank you for coming, Casey, and everybody else who came. Nadine, she was here for a while. Jason was here for a minute. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Hopefully you all are having a fantastic day or night wherever you are. I know I've had a lot going on in my life, and I haven't even talked about everything yet. I mean, there's so much more I could have talked about. Some of the, like, we had a new roof put on, and my brother from another mother was here the past couple of weeks, you know, the Mexican one. And so, you know, got to catch up with him. It's been ages since I've seen him. So there's been a lot going on. My friend Diana's had some medical issues that, you know, been helping her with things. And again, there's been a lot of stuff going on, and I haven't been around a whole lot. I've been on the road with my motorcycle quite a bit. Probably not this week, because I'd probably be freezing my ass off, because it's cold in Florida. It's cold. Whoever left the front door open up north needs to come and either close their door, put the heat on, and leave the door open, or close the door and stop letting the cold air out, because Florida is cold. We don't want your cold weather. We want our Florida weather back. It's not supposed to get cold here until January. Well, mid to late January is when we get cold. So anyways, I will see you guys later. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate every one of you that comes to my live streams and waste at least, you know, an hour or two of your time with me.